All right. We stopped doing these because last time was bullshit. Like, you guys didn't even want to participate. I was kind of tired. So we're going to do this right now. Okay. I'm going to talk for a little bit. If you have questions, you let me know. Okay, you don't have a good father. I'm the best. The best anybody ever has. Nobody else has a better father than me. You don't agree? Who's got a better father than you?
I don't know, but
Tell
I know
me.
you're not the best in the world.
In the world, I'm the best. And your mother's the best mother in the world.
On that, I can agree.
Just me?
No, my mom.
On mother.
On mother, you agree?
Yeah.
Most beautiful, smartest, right?
Yeah.
And me, you don't agree?
No.
You're not the most beautiful.
Okay, what's wrong with me? I'm pretty beautiful. You know, I don't have to be beautiful. I am good enough. Tell me, when looks are just good enough.
Good enough.
But I'm smart. Okay, so tell me, what's wrong with me? Because you don't get to do whatever you want?
Kinda.
Kinda. Okay, would you? What's wrong with me?
Smoke.
Well, I smoke, okay.
Andrew yelled at her.
Oh, I yell at everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't everybody a lot. Even the random people he meets on the street.
No, I don't yell at random people.
In your car, no?
When I'm by myself and they can't hear me. All right, so that's what I'm saying. When I made kids, I chose the best woman in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want my kids to be beautiful and smart. I'm pretty smart. That's my strong point. The looks are just so-so. And I have a few talents, right? I can write, can't sing, but I have a few talents, okay? Why I want to do this, because I was working and everybody pissed me off. I was racing with some guy on Michigan Avenue. And he kind of, I won, and then he went right where it made no sense. Why would you go right? It's a bunch of parked buses. But then somehow he got lucky and everybody moved out of the way. And then he went in the turning lane. So I had no. I mean, I was winning up until this last one. And then he turned left. So I was like, okay, fuck. But it's fine. It's not my fault. I made the correct choice, because you're not going to stay where the buses are on the right. You're going to be on the left kind of bypass. But everybody kind of stopped. I almost avoided a crash, like inches. Anyways. All right. So that's what I want to tell you. You don't have friends.
I know.
Nobody is your friend. Okay? Whenever you want to find out if something is true, it's me and your mom. Okay? Your friends are trying to push you to the wrong thing. My grandfather said, friendship is a coincidence of interests. Okay?
Your grandfather's right.
Yeah. So everybody, if they like you because you're funny, they get something from you, right? If they like you because you're strong and you protect them, they get something from you, right? So friendship, it's a business deal. Somebody has to they have to get something out of you, or otherwise they don't want to be your friend, okay? It's as simple as that. I tried to prove my grandfather wrong. I can't, because that's what it is, right? But family, me and your mother, is the best there is for you, right? So when you have questions, I don't want you to kind of, I don't know. No, come to me, okay? Come to me and I'll tell you the truth. About things in life. That's why I was pissed off at you, what you did with the piano for your grandmother's birthday. Because I knew you were lying, okay? You were lying. And the way I knew you were lying, you didn't even attempt after fucking 2 years of piano lessons to play Happy Birthday, which is the easiest song. You know, dun 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 dun. I know it and I can't sing, right? And the normal kid would say, oh, okay, Daddy, let me try. Okay, I can't really remember it, but let me try it, right? So you went, so she went to the pianos like, tang, tang, tang. Oh, I can't do it, right? Because you wanted to kind of fuck with me. Same thing when I made you watch The Patriot, the movie, which is a very good movie. You were looking at the carpet just to piss me off, right?
Oh, that one was on purpose.
Exactly.
The piano thing, that wasn't on purpose.
When you did this, tan, 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 see, I can't play.
No, that wasn't me trying to play, though.
Exactly.
That wasn't
You're
my
trying to say...
That wasn't my attempt at playing. My attempt
Exactly.
at playing was after.
Yeah. You didn't even try.
I was testing out the
Would you
keys.
agree that you didn't even try to give it a shot?
No, after I did try.
After I left, but in the beginning when the...
No, not after you left. When you were there, I tried to play.
Okay.
Before that, I was testing out the keys.
And
I'm
you
not
know
trying to play.
grandma's watching on FaceTime, and you're making like, yeah, and you're crying. Did you agree that you did a lot more drama than was needed? Did you agree on that? And I cannot be bullshitted because I'm your father. And listen, I used to have, two girlfriends got me. Who came first? Christina, right?
Oh,
So she was nuts. She was not beautiful, like Penelope Cruz. When Penelope Cruz was young, she looked exactly like that, but she was nuts. And she was doing a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get into it. Like, I think her father kind of raped her when she was young. Because she had split personality. She was writing letters to somebody else, like her dead sister that committed suicide or fell from a balcony when she was 14. And she was showing me pictures of a dead sister. And then I talked to her classmates, and they said she never had a sister. So she invented the second personality. Anyways, so whenever I was like, all right, fuck, I'm done. I don't want to be with you anymore. She would cry, like, I'm going to commit suicide. It's like, and the first time when I heard it, I was like, wow, she's going to commit suicide because of me. Like, and I was really nuts. I was trying to get in touch with everybody to try and help her. And then she did it the second time. She did it the third time. And after the...
I lost meaning.
Yeah, I said, just go and kill yourself then. Fuck it. I'm not going to go through this where you're going to blackmail me with suicide, right? So then I realized people use blackmail, especially women.
Did she commit suicide?
No. It was all bullshit, right? But I was afraid the first time. So then I got to Magda. And she started crying, like before all this stuff happened. Like when I heard the woman cry, I was like, what the fuck, man? Just trying to help her, blame myself. And then I was like, no. We had a conversation. I said, well, this is where I stand. These are my opinions about whatever happened. If you want to cry, just go and cry in the other room. I don't want to see you because it's bullshit. It's fake. I'm not saying don't cry. Just go and cry in the other room. So you did the same thing. You think you can blackmail me with crying? I'm going to give in. And then you make it bigger because grandma's watching. Like Bebe. Bebe used to say, my daddy beats me all the time, which is not true. Yeah, bullshit.
It is true.
When is the last time you got beat? Exactly.
3.2.5.
Yeah, 3 or 5 motherfucking lies. Okay? All right, and even when my father used to really beat the shit out of me, I would go, I only do it a little bit so it doesn't hurt. To prove a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I'm not hitting you hard. Do you know how hard I can hit? Come on.
I don't know if I died.
Exactly. So, whatever. Stop lying. Right? I'm trying. Huh?
You have hit us.
Yeah. Sure. That's how you risk
You
it.
hit us hard. I said you hit us.
Yeah, exactly. Because when everybody's doing up and up, I say something, you say something else, and I say something, you say something. It goes really high, and I don't want to continue with the bullshit. So kids get smacked a little bit, and that's the end of it. Because you can't just play poker with me and just up the ante and you don't have any money. You keep bluffing. Somebody's got to quit. And it comes to a point, me as a daddy, I say, all right, enough with this stuff. I don't want to, okay? What did I say to the Cuban guy when he came up to my house? I helped him, right? He says he needs to save his green card. He needs to, doesn't have any money. I give him clothes, right? What did I say to him? Don't lie to me, right? That's what I said to him.
But you lied.
All right. He not only lied, he stole. I gave him 3 hats and he stole Bebe's Charlie Kirk hat. Right? What the fuck? Like, I gave you 3 hats, brand new. Why are you stealing another hat? I gave him pants, shoes, clothes. I gave him money. I gave him food. I sent him to school. Why are you stealing, right? And why are you lying? And people that lie will steal. People that lie will steal. And like I told you before, the hardest part was it's when you lie to yourself. And you're doing like this with a piano. And then you kind of lie to yourself in your own mind, because I know how you do it. And like, I'm a victim, my father, and then so you can lie more. This is what actors do in Hollywood, right? So you tell yourself sad thoughts so you can lie more to make more drama for the other people to watch, and you know what it is, right? You're trying to fuck me over, and you threw me under the bus on Grandma's birthday, and Grandma's like, not even my birthday, look at this. You knew what you were doing, you were calculating, you're like Machiavelli, and it doesn't work with me. Exactly, it didn't work, right? So it doesn't work. You're not going to throw me under the bus. Like I told Boone, I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck about all this bullshit? Because I follow the truth. I follow the truth. So to me, like I explained to your mother, where's the truth? Okay, this is true. All right. What's the most important thing in this whole thing? Okay, so I'm going to do the most. And your mother says, well, but the mother paid for her place in whatever the fucking thing is. Whatever the game is.
It's not a game.
But the birthday party is the game.
Yeah,
Whatever the game
they
is.
pay for your entry.
How much is it?
Probably around, I don't know. I've never been there, so it's a lot. It's probably a lot of money. For
Like what, 50, 100, what?
Probably not 100. It's 100 per person for another place, but not this.
So this is like 70. Okay. So your mother's like, well, the mother paid $70, and I said you're grounded because you lied to me. And there's like, well, what are we gonna do? All right. So you have the most important thing. The daughter should not lie to the father, and then make drama about it, fake drama about something that's very trivial, right? That's the most important thing. And then I'm gonna sacrifice that for what the other mother paid. And that's what the politician does in that song that I did, right? The politician says, well, I'm going to lose my job, or, I need some money and they're bribing me, so I'm going to make the wrong choice. No, the most important choice is the first choice. And you always concentrate, even in business or whatever you got to do, what's the most important thing I got to do right now? And then you don't think about second, third, and fourth. You do the most important thing and you say, okay, second got fucked a little bit, how am I going to fix it, right? So the most important thing is, if I leave a hole open in construction, I got to cover it because somebody can break their leg, right? I don't care about something else if I got to do the work again. So you always think, what's the most important thing, right? So for me, the most important thing is you should not lie to me and you're being fake, right? And I cannot tolerate that because I don't give a fuck. I can just walk away tomorrow, right? And let you guys do your stuff. But it's for you, right? It's for you. You cannot win a fight that's a fake fight with me. You can't, because it's a lie, and you're going to learn to do this over and over again and lie and make drama about fake shit, and then you're going to be like these people on the street, which are fucking a bunch of disasters walking on two legs. Okay, like really confused about everything. And then you're going to buy a fucking dog and give him some dog food, and that's the love you're going to get. So for me, I don't give a fuck about how much money their mother paid. I'll make sure that you understand you can't lie to me. And then if I got to give $70 to the mother, even though, you weren't there, but I'll give her $70, right? So that's how I fix the second problem. That's not important. The most important thing is follow the truth, right? A lot of people lie about everything, but the truth is the most important. That's how you keep your compass. That's how you know north, south, east, and west, left and right, how it is. Where's the truth? Okay, this is the truth. All right. You could be wrong about the truth sometimes because your brain, like I said, it's a limited tool, but you have in your heart to follow the truth. Going back to your friends at school, when they asked you, who do you want to sleep with? You're fucking 12. Like you should have said, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't even ask me that question. I'm 12, right? But they didn't even ask you that. They said, they should have asked, do you want to sleep with somebody, Keon? And you said, no, what the fuck, I'm 12. But they said, who do you want to sleep with? Like it's already decided that you're going to want to sleep with somebody. And then you have to make a choice between limited idiots, right? At school, because they're all ugly, right? So that's like I said about a hospital before. Your mother's supposed to give birth, right? She's on her back with the legs open so you can come out. I can't remember which one of you. I think maybe you can. And Northwestern Hospital is a teaching hospital. And they come in like 15 people. And they say, oh, they're just going to watch. I hope you don't mind, right? What? What are you talking about? Number one, the proper way to ask me the question is, there are some people that want to learn about gynecology, right? And we want to teach them medicine. Do you mind if they learn on your wife's vagina? That's what happened, right? They wanted to learn on your mother's pussy, on your mother's vagina, right? So that's how the question should have been. But they said, oh, they're just going to watch. I hope you don't mind. So instead of asking a question and being on a defensive, they came in on the offensive. They put me on the defensive to where if I say something they don't like, it's like, what's the matter with you? This is a teaching hospital, right? They set it up for me to not have a choice, right? That's how they set it up. You understand? Do you follow, or are you just daydreaming? Okay, so, and that's not acceptable to me. Get the fuck out of here. Where's the truth? The truth is these fuckers shouldn't be here, right? And I looked at them, I was like, what are you talking about? Get the fuck out, everybody, right now. And they're looking like they, like, out. What the fuck are you talking about? And they kicked him out. There's not even a question because I knew what the truth was. Like, you're not going to watch my wife like this? Get out. It's not a movie. That's what I said. This is not a movie theater. Get out. Right now. And the one guy was scared and he went like really fast. Do you understand? So in your mind, okay, kids like you two always want to belong, to the group. And the group is the power structure. Oh, what does the group decide? They're a bunch of idiots, right? And I went to the same thing. I wanted to belong, right? To the group, the popular kids, the people that kind of stink together, because humans are social animals, right? So then you feel like, oh, the group is over there and I'm over here. they don't like me. Like you come and tell me nobody. Okay, I don't give a fuck, right? I write these songs, right? And they're good. And then I give it to some guy who's like, well, I don't know. It's like, fuck you. I know it's good, right? I don't care what, this is, because we're going to talk a little bit about art. So this is tied to the art, right? You know it's good. You know, because art, I was thinking about it, driving. Art is like when God speaks through you. That's what art is. Simple as that. Has to have a meaning, and I'll prove it to you, right? And it's just like you have to be in a position where God wants to speak through you and you're just a tool, right? The ideas in your mind come in, I should write this, and you write this, and then another idea comes in, and then you get gifts, all kinds of gifts of inspiration. And that's what art is, when it's done right. Everything else is bullshit. And then some fucking guy comes out, oh, I don't think it's good. Like, number one, you can't fucking make a song. You can't write a lyric, and you can bitching about my song. And I don't mind you bitching about my what I'm doing if it's honest. Right? I made a song about this girl that she wants to, whatever. And some guy says, well, that's a hysterical voice. I can't listen to her because she's hysterical. But I know the guy tells me the truth about the music, right? So I know it's an honest opinion. So then I'm okay. I listened to it about like 5-7 times. Like, yeah, I don't think it's hysterical. I think it's just maybe something he doesn't like, right? But a lot of people, they don't want to give you the honest opinion, right? They want to dismiss you. When you're doing something they can't do, they want to dismiss you, right? I don't know why it is, but that's how they are. They're jealous, envious of somebody doing something. Like you're a girl that's good and smart, and you're not a whore, right? But they want to turn you into a whore so that they can bitch about you and laugh about you. Oh, you never kissed anybody, Kiana? You never kissed anybody? Right? And then you go and kiss somebody to make it right with them. It's like, Kiana just kissed the guy. What a whore, right? That's how they play you. And the truth in their stuff, take your hand out of your mouth. And the truth in their stuff, that's what it is. I dare you to, I don't know, let me touch whatever, right? These are theirs, the people use. And guys, the kids, the boys, they do the same thing. Ha ha ha, Kiona, you know, good. But they don't respect you afterwards, after you play the game. So the only way for you to be who you are is not play the fucking game you don't want to play. Do you understand? It's a game. I don't want to play this game. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Leave me alone. Right? And then people have respect for you. And let me tell you something else. When I was in school, like the group, the popular kids, there's this game with snow. They put girls on the ground and they rub snow on their face. Right? I didn't like that. Right? Because the girls are weak and the guys are doing it. And it's kind of like a power thing. And I would fight the guys for it. And my friend Larry that died would do the same thing. That's how we became friends. You know, like you go there against 3-4 guys that want to do this. Maybe you're going to get your ass kicked, but where's the truth? The truth is, it's wrong, right? And somebody's got to protect the girls, right? That's wrong, right? Or these popular kids in school, they're all kind of going to the gym and working out. Who do they pick on? The skinny kids, right? The poor kids, they cannot defend themselves. So I'll go in and it's like, okay, you want to fight somebody? Fight me, motherfucker. Right?
I have a friend who's skinny and he picks on the strong guys.
Well, that's how it was. So... You want to fight somebody? All right, fight me. And they didn't fight me. Or if they fought, they lost, or there had to be many of them. So then I was always on the outside of the group. And I always kind of felt like I was losing something. I lost nothing. They're a bunch of losers, all of them, right? And they grew up to be bigger losers, right? So the group seems appealing, but it doesn't matter. And guess what? When I left school, guess what? Everybody was talking about me. I was the lone wolf everybody wanted to be like, right? Because I don't give a fuck. Like I wrote in that song, Move Out of My Way, right? When I was in school, people were playing soccer, right? And we had our sports class, but it was only one soccer field, right? And the teacher was there. The pussy teacher was there. And the 12th grade, right, would come in. We were 9th grade and playing soccer in our sports class. Take your hands out of your mouth.
No, yung gura.
It's fine. Take your hands out of your mouth.
No, yung gura.
All right, that's fine. Speak German if you could, please. All right, so, and then they would come in, the 12th grade kids they were about to go to college and they didn't give a fuck about school anymore, and they would leave early from the classrooms, right? They would leave after half an hour, 20 minutes, and they want to play soccer, right? And they would come in Where we were playing soccer, I said, you guys get out, we're going to play soccer right now, right? It's my sports class, right? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The teacher, I looked at him and he's like, oh, kind of walked away, right? Everybody left. Guess one guy who didn't leave.
Yeah.
All right, what did I do?
Don't leave.
No, as soon as I got the ball, I kicked it over the fence as hard as I could. You guys want to cheat me and take my fucking sports class? All right, you can't play either. Right? And the 12th grade, because they're a lot stronger than me, the 12th grade kids looking at me like I was insane, kind of funny. And one guy was really tall. He wasn't big and strong, but not super skinny. You know what I mean? But he was like really tall. Comes in and he wants to punch me. Guess what?
You punch him.
And he fell in his ass. And I was a 9th grader, right? But sometimes God helps you. Like, I don't know if I could have beat him, but that's just what happened. And everybody started laughing at the guy that's picking on the 9th grade, right? Right? So it's happened a lot of times where I picked fights that looked like I had no chance to win. Like, no chance to win, and I won. Right? Because I'm standing on the side of the truth, what's right. It's very simple. Where's the truth? Very simple. What's the truth? If you have in your mind, the kids at school, you have an instinct. You know what an instinct is? Like, you know, and you got this is wrong, right? And then somebody...
Like a feeling?
Like a feeling. And then you got to trust that sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes, I mean, most of the time. And kind of like, this guy's lying to me. Or these person are fake, right? They're fake. They're trying to trick me. They're trying to cheat me. Right. Oh, so go with that. Don't listen to the merchants. Everybody's a merchant trying to say, well, no, like, but if you don't do that, this happens. There's a consequence. You're going to lose money. No. Where's the truth? This is the truth. I know what the truth is. Boom, done. I don't care about the noise. You understand? It's very simple if people would do that. In anything, but humans are not doing that. I don't know why, but they're not doing it. Right? Everybody's got an ulterior motive for stuff. Popeye, what's going on?
Me.
All right. Don't play the game you don't want to play. Simple as that. Nothing is going to happen. People are going to have respect for you. If the kids say, let's do this, and you don't think it's right, you don't want to do it, it's like, I don't want to do that, I'm sorry. Boom, finished. And instead of, okay, like Jesus on a cross. You know the story? Mm-hmm. Like he's sitting on the cross, and he's talking to his father. He's like, God, why did you give me so much pain? Why it hurts so much? Why did you get, you know what I mean? Like he has doubts. Do you understand the word doubt? Like you're not sure of your ideas. You're not sure.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I do.
So that's the first step they trick you with. Right? The evil people, and you know who their leader is. The guy we don't talk about. They trick you. Number one, they sow doubt in your mind. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, but if you're part of the good kids, they're going to like you and they're going to want to do this. Okay. So maybe let me try it. Okay? As soon as you say, let me try it, you're fucked. You lost your soul. Or they tricked you and it's always when somebody is perfect, like Jesus was, right? And somebody's making a good song. There's somebody's painting something right. There's other people that want to destroy it. You understand? And you ask them why, they don't know why. They just want to destroy it. They want to rip it apart, right? Because maybe they know they're not good enough to make something. And instead of making something, they want to make sure nobody else makes something.
Yeah, if you can have it, no one can.
Right, there's an old story that this guy bought a goat. And his neighbor had enough money, but he went to the church and prayed, God, please make sure the other guy's goat dies. He could have bought a goat, so they both have a goat, but he went to the church and make sure the other guy's goat dies. And he was saying praise for that. That's kind of like a riddle.
It's not dumb.
No, it's not dumb, but that's how people are. Right? When you're doing something nobody does.
Yeah, but then the rich guy is stupid.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story.
Why would you want to kill
Because
somebody
people are
else's
jealous. People are envious. And they always want to destroy. They want to destroy the things that other people are building, right? If you tell the truth, I don't know. I mean, it looks like Candace Owens is telling the truth. Okay. Everybody else is trying to destroy her, right? They talk shit about her. They say she's a liar because that's what people do. I mean, to me, when I listen to her show, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, she's asking good questions. Everything makes sense. That's how I don't just believe Candace Owens because she's Candace Owens, right? But that's like, okay, I go to my mind, it's like, okay, this doesn't make sense. This kind of makes sense. Is she telling all the truth or part of the truth? I ask myself, take your hands out of her face, please. But other people want to destroy that, right? Gandhi, they want to destroy him. Everybody was Martin Luther King. I mean, he wasn't perfect, but okay, they want to destroy him. You know, FBI, everybody. You know, as soon as somebody stands for something, they hate it, these people, right? Because they sold their soul, they have no soul, and they want to make sure nobody else has a soul. Because as soon as somebody has a soul, they lose, right? They lose, and they know, you know, they know they're not good enough, right? There's a few people that have the balls and the courage to fucking follow. See, sometimes, like I wrote in that song, sometimes you're just walking and you don't see a light. You're just walking and walking. You don't know which way to go. And I don't even know if you... I mean, there's a way, to walk in the dark without going insane. But you just got to have faith. You got to believe. It's like, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way. And you don't see a light, but you keep walking. And I don't know, maybe you smell something. Maybe, you know, you hear a noise or something. It's in the dark. You don't see a light. You know what I mean? But you keep walking, right? And then there's all these voices that you also have in your head. It's like, okay, talk about quitting smoking. When I used to smoke cigarettes, like for me, it was easy to quit, right? Because it was this voice and said, why don't you just have a cigarette because, you know, it goes good with coffee. And I had just quit. Or, you know, you're upset, you should have a cigarette. There's a voice in your head, you know, just have a cigarette, you know, you're upset, you need a cigarette. And they always say like this, oh, just one. Because they know as soon as you have one, then you're going to start smoking again. But the one, they say, it's not a big deal. Just have one and that's it, right? That's what the voice tells you in your head. Just one. Or like people drinking, just a glass of beer. That's not, beer's not whiskey. There's nothing. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol. Just beer at one time and you forget it. And it never happens because that's how, it's called the gateway. Just open the door. Just step in. Just a curiosity. Just take a look and see how it is. Maybe you like it, right? That's how they get you. You don't have to do much. Nobody tells you to be a cheat, a thief, and an asshole right away. They say, just a little bit, just this one time, accept a bribe, right? Just one bribe. That's not a big deal. It's just a bribe. Well, some soldiers died, but just don't worry about it. They're not good anyways. You know what I mean? They minimize the bullshit. All the time when something bad is about to happen, the evil voices, they want to minimize it. Like it's nothing, right? But they know in their heart is the big deal that they're trying to push. Right? They're trying to fuck you, and they say, oh, we're just going to fuck you a little bit. Not too much. You know, like the Cuban guy. I asked him. I said, why would you steal from me? I gave you everything. I gave you everything. Food, drinks, coffee, pants, T-shirts, shirts, you know, jackets, shoes, money, shaving stuff. Oh, I don't even remember how much I gave him, right? I paid for your phone. I got your phone. Why are you stealing from me? And his response was, why didn't I steal?
You got him a phone, but you didn't give me a phone.
Yeah, because you're not Cuban. But listen, it's too early for you for a phone.
Yeah, I'm not Cuban.
So anyways, so he says to me, I didn't steal much. I didn't steal much. What? So then I'm going I take him because I didn't trust him in the house anymore. So I take him to the airport. And he's sitting in the car. I said, all right, let me give you money, which I could. I didn't have to give him the money because I paid for everything for the 7 days we worked. I should have taken half of his money for the hotel and the food, but I gave him all the money. So I'm sitting.
Hotel.
Well, we stayed in a hotel, right? He has to pay for the hotel, but I paid for it. So anyways, so I'm going. I said, let's go to Subway. I got him to the hotel. Let's go to Subway and kind of finish everything. And he's not coming out of the car. And I go to the window, and he's drinking my coffee. He's drinking my coffee. Well, he didn't ask, hey, can I have coffee? I would have said yes. He didn't ask, right? And then I said, why are you drinking my coffee? And the first thing he says, well, I wasn't drinking your coffee. What are you talking about? But I was on his side when I walked to the car. I said, I just saw you drinking my coffee. I was looking at you drinking my coffee. He's like, well, I didn't drink too much. Just a little bit.
Time and I do that again.
What I'm saying is that's how their mind works. Not too much, just a little bit. Not too much. We should make a song about this. Not too much. Yeah, I'm going to make a song about this. It's good. Not too much.
What?
Let's not cheat. Let's not cheat much. Just a little bit. Let's not have sex too much. Just a little bit, see how it is. Let's not do this. Okay, that's a good song. All right. So you understand. Go ahead.
one lie leads to 2 lies, and 2 lies leads
Right.
to 4 lies, and 4
Right.
lies leads to
Right.
and it keeps going.
And the reason why I don't want you to lie to me, both of you guys, because I want to help you. That's why I'm here, to help you. I don't really give a fuck about myself. I'm doing stuff for you guys. I want to help you. And if you lie to me, how can I help you based on your lies? I can't. Do you understand? I want to be your best friend, you and you. And you was like, well, if he finds out this, oh, he's going to be upset. Maybe he'll hide it, right? How about not? How about not? Okay? Like you say you're going to go and read a book. And I come in and I look at you and it looks like you're reading the book. And then I come in again and you have the iPad in your stomach.
In my
Yeah, because you were pulling it out when I left, right? And you tricked me, but then I realized there's something strange. Bebe doesn't read as much.
I do.
Okay, yeah, but you're tricking me too, right? And you're like this answer, like, were you in the computer? And you say no, but you were in the iPad. That's also a lie, because it's the same thing. Electronics is electronics.
No,
And the reason, listen, the reason why I don't want you in electronics is to protect your mind. The electronics fuck with your brain, okay? It's good a little bit because it's fun.
You
But-
can be talking, you're always on them.
No, I'm not always
When you
on them.
get
I go to
home,
work.
TV.
When I go to work and I work all day, 12 hours, and I come home and I play for 15 minutes and I go to bed. It's not a big deal.
15
That's
minutes!
3
Sometimes I
hours.
play because I need to forget about stuff. And I don't drink.
5 hours?
And whatever. So, that's the thing I do sometimes. It's not a big deal. I don't listen. Compared to you guys, I'm chun change, right? And I don't play a lot of stuff. All right. So the idea is with the computers, I'm trying to protect your brain, and you should protect your brain.
the stupid-
And I'm gonna find something about how it tells you do Bob's head. Why is Bob's hair like that?
Oh.
Yeah, but okay. Now he can't see me. Okay.
Why do you want him to look at you, weirdo?
Because he's gotta listen.
He doesn't even have eyes.
He does.
He doesn't listen with his eyes, he listens with his ears.
No, he wants to look at me.
His eyes are skin.
Maybe he can't hear very well, and he
You
wants.
said you're pretty enough, not pretty.
No, but you put it back because some maybe Bob can't hear very good, and then sometimes when there's people that can read the mouth.
He's not lip reading, shut
Yeah,
up.
you know what?
Could-
His ears look like normal ears. His eyes are made of skin. He can't
Whatever.
see shit.
We want to see Bob's face. No, don't do that.
Oh, you
Have
want
respect
to
for
see Bob's
Bob.
face. Why? Because he looks better than you?
What? Listen, looks for guys.
Oh, important.
Somewhat. Because if I would be a woman,
You don't want an ugly woman with no
no. If I would be a woman, I don't want a guy like Brad Pitt because he's not the smartest. He's smart enough. Like, what would I do with Brad Pitt?
He has money.
He didn't have money before.
Kiana's a gold.
Do you know what I mean? Like Matthew McConaughey looked smart, but I think he's plagiarizing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Because he looked really smart and good looking. I was like, man, this guy has everything. But then, like, when I heard his podcast with Joe Rogan, like, he didn't say shit about anything.
Yeah.
So, like if I'm going to do a podcast, why would I sit there and not say anything about anything and kind of run away from any important subjects?
Oh, kind of how like gay people pretend to marry like the opposite gender so they don't look gay, but then they don't like.
That's called a
you know?
beard. Yeah, that used to be. I don't think it's as much anymore because they're not afraid anymore.
Yeah, no, they're popular.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with the gays, I don't know. We talked about the gays before.
Yeah. Not enough. It's
I don't want. Listen, I don't want to go side streets now. All right.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna remember something else. But number one, I always want what's best for you. You cannot protect yourself from yourself sometimes, and I gotta protect you. That's the computers. Why you have rules, and that's why I don't want you to have phones, because it's a gateway. It's an open door for many things, right? And even an iPad is too dangerous for you. Like you're telling me the shit that happens on an iPad.
I like TV, not
I
iPad.
don't
Okay.
have to do
iPads
mad
are trash.
shit on the iPad.
You didn't tell me everything. You probably told me 15% of it.
iPads
I
are
didn't tell you
trash.
anything on my iPad. I just told you anything.
Okay, you
interesting.
didn't tell me everything about the iPad,
iPads
right?
are trash.
Don't write on that. Don't write on that.
I'm not worried about
That's a rubber. Give me the rubber.
It's mine.
it. Shut
No,
up.
it's not yours because it was this. I think it was here before you were born.
Yeah, but still.
You're older.
Mama gave it to
It's
me.
older than you. Okay.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So some things like you need to understand. Okay. Your grandma and your mother sometimes think I'm stupid.
sometimes you are.
But the way, listen, I cannot do things without your mother, right? Because she sees different things I don't see. Her mind works in a different way. She's very mathematical. She knows how to do math and do the bills and do this. My mind is the big picture. And your mother, as great as she is, she doesn't see the big picture, right?
Yeah, because the big picture never works. for
If
us.
you lie to your mother, you little boy, she's like, well, baby said that. Okay, but he lied. Well, yeah, but he said it. Right? Because you lie a lot of times about me letting you fucking play computer games, and it's a lie because I never said you could play.
Yeah,
But for your mother, it's
sometimes
enough
did.
that you said. Same thing to you. You lied to her and she believes you. Same thing with the fucking thing that happened today with the piano.
Papa.
What?
Sometimes you say, after you finish this, I'll let you play. And then
Yeah,
when you
but
get
you-
home, no playing!
I said one time, the rule in the house is you cannot play until I get home. And every time I come home, you're playing. Because I want to limit the computer stuff, right? The rule in the house is you cannot play until I get home so I can monitor it. But every time I open the door, you're on your fucking carpet with a blanket underneath you playing, right?
Well,
And
Yeah,
you-
but
your-
when we aren't, you still don't let us
Your
play.
mother knows that, right? But then you lie to her and say, well, Daddy said I can play. And you do the same fucking thing and you hide about it.
Yeah, because you come home at 11 o'clock. and
Does,
we're not
so I'm all
well.
day on the computer, but I
And
come
when you
home at
come
11
home-
o'clock.
And when you come
I'm
home
all day on
early,
the computer, but I come home at 11 o'clock.
Look, and then when we don't play and you come home early, you still don't let us play sometimes.
true.
Yeah, because I don't want you to have the expectation that you have a certain time to play. I don't want
Then
you
what
to.
does the rule do?
What?
Nothing.
You cannot play until I get home. And when I get home, I decide if you can play or not. I don't want you to say, well, I should have 2 hours a day of playing. No, why not? What? No.
Huh?
Huh? What? No.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. Oh. And now you get smacked on your ass because you're pushing it.
No.
Go back there because I want to finish this. I want to go back.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Shut up! I'm gonna throw a pencil at both of you.
All right, so understand, I don't want you in your
What if I
mind.
do first?
Let me finish this one.
No.
I don't want you in your mind to have an expectation to be playing, right? And I want you, so they teach you in school, you shouldn't have any hardships. You shouldn't be bullied. da-da-da-da. And then when something happens, snitch to your teachers and
My
tell.
teachers don't do anything.
Exactly.
That's why I take it in my own
All right,
hands.
so that's why when the guy smacked your ass in school,
Oh, yeah.
I wrote to the teacher. I said, just so you know, I don't need your help, but I taught Kiona that if something happens again, she can smack the kid in the mouth, right? And something happened to you, and I said
And
the
then I
same.
come and punch him in the face.
Right, because you know boxing now.
I'm gonna throw him in a pillow ball.
Somebody hit me for no reason.
So the teachers act
yesterday, like a couple of weeks ago, and so I threw a stapler at his head.
exactly. So
Yeah, and it went in his
you got to
eye.
defend
Sure
yourself.
thing.
So the teachers teach the kids in school. You should never stand up for yourself. You should snitch to the teachers, and the teachers should take action. And I wrote to the teachers. I said, number one, teaching the kids they should have no hardships in life. It's a lie because life is not like that. Put the pencils
Half
down.
the stuff our teachers teach us is bullshit.
Exactly. That's why I put it in the song. Why are you teaching the kids crap? Because I want a promotion. So I said, what happens in the future if you're not there to protect my kids? With your stupid fucking motherfucking piece of shit cocksucking fucking lesson that you gave my kid that they should snitch all the time and not protect themselves. What happens if you're not there, right? And what happens if you teach the kids all the time that they shouldn't have any hardships? Everything should go your way. You shouldn't be bullied. I like bullying because it's a challenge. You want to bully me, motherfucker? Let's go. Right? You want to say something bad about me? Your mama's so fat. Well, I'll say something else. Your mama's so fat, the earth started spinning because of her, right? I'll say something. I'll come up with something. Makes me smart. I want to, you know what I mean? You want to punch me? All right, I'll punch you back. Let's see. Let's go, right? That's life. Let's see. You can't just, I don't want to have any hardship. Oh, you broke my feelings. You hurt my feelings. Bebe, like the teacher said, Bebe pulled his tongue in school. Like, what? Why are you bothering me with this shit? And you know what I
It's
said?
like nothing.
Exactly.
No. That dumb fat fucking teacher is so stupid. Like, she never teaches us shit. We're not even gonna use it, first of all.
Uh-huh.
And
You're going to work at Starbucks. It's like, what kind of coffee do you want? Sugar or no sugar? And I'm going to say black with no sugar. And then you say, again, like, what kind of coffee do you want? Sugar, no sugar? I said black. Yeah, but do you want sugar in it? No, I don't want sugar in it. But do you want milk in it? No, I don't want milk in it. I want black with no sugar, no milk. Do you understand? And it's okay, sugar and milk. And you're gonna have this fucking education. You're gonna do that because they do that all the time. I say, let me please have a black coffee. Okay, sugar and milk is no sugar and milk, black. Yeah, but do you want sugar? I'm like, no, I don't fucking want sugar. I want a black. But yeah, but milk? No, not even milk. It's black. No, nothing in it, right? And that's what they go. So the teacher comes in, go back to your point. The baby pulled his tongue out, and it was so ridiculous. And I said, okay,
Who cares?
I said, I'm thinking about giving Bebe up for adoption because I can't be his father anymore. This is so bad.
Wow.
That's right. I said, this is so bad. I'm doing the best I can, but this kid is not listening. I'm thinking about giving up for the adoption because he pulled his tongue out in school. But I said, before I get rid of my kid, just please show me video evidence if you have anything, right? And then also I need written testimonies from all the witnesses that saw this. We just want to make sure everything is correct before I get rid of my kid. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you stupid. What's the other one that came in with you?
If you gave up on me, I would just bribe you to give me back.
They came out with the stuff. Oh, Bebe passed a note. What was it? Lickety split. What was that?
La 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 lava. Chicken.
Chicken lava. All right.
Steve's lava chicken.
Mamacita something. Mamacita.
Ooh, mamacita. Now
Yeah.
you're ringing the bell. Crispy
And it's
and
like,
juicy,
Bebe's
like
doing
you're
this.
having a snack.
Bebe's doing this in class. That's what they said. They wrote back.
Lava
Bebe.
attack.
Love attack. So Bebe's doing this in class, and I said, okay, maybe your class is not interesting.
Because it isn't. And look, me and my friend were learning how to sing a song. I was teaching her, and she was learning.
Learning in school to teach sing Lava Girl.
That's
So
No,
that.
we were just reading
That's
some
same
stupid
thing.
ass
That's
book.
When I was in this grade, I also passed it.
Oh, that's a guy.
It's a woman, and she was pregnant, and I passed it out. And I was like, I threw it in the garbage. She's like, go pick that up. You want a
Well,
pregnant?
that kid is gonna be really smart.
She's still
already
pregnant.
pregnant
No,
again.
Our teacher, our reading teacher is still pregnant.
Yeah, everybody's pregnant.
She's such a bitch.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah,
So then I said, what I'm more concerned about is that they misspelled Mamacita because they made a mistake. Like, how can Bebe
Oh,
be
no.
in fifth grade?
That
That's
was my friend because she was like writing the lyrics, and I was grading to see if she wrote them correct.
Yeah, but why don't you pick up Mamacita was spelled incorrectly? Come on. So that's what I said. And all these teachers, they have no replies. Like when I show how stupid they are. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Why they bring that up?
Because they teach us bullshit, and we didn't want to
No,
be
but
bullied.
yeah, but that's
And now she's making us do projects on nursery rhymes. Like, what the fuck?
okay. You were way past that.
Yeah,
The
but-
lava,
not even a kid.
lava chicken song is way better than nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Mamacita.
Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall.
No.
My teacher is dumb.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty died and nobody cares. The king man didn't give a shit. The end.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it was good. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty fucking.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, and
And
my
what-
teacher is teaching me bull.
Humpty
No,
Dumpty
it
sat on
doesn't
the
work-
wall
doesn't
and
work bull and
balls.
wall.
Nah. The
I-
teacher
let's
made
have-
us. Made the Humpty Dumpty scenarios. She split it up into 4 scenarios. The first one, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall in the beginning.
4 scenarios for Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, the Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and the second one was Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and then the third one was all the king's horses and all the king's men, and the fourth one was
So
couldn't
Hu-
come
Humpty
together.
Dumpty
And we were
had-
supposed to go around and give explanations for why he sat on the wall.
Okay.
Why the king's men didn't put them together.
Okay,
Like,
Humpty Dumpty
why
had
would
a
they do
great
that?
fall. Then
Other
he
than wasting our
Humpty
time.
Dumpty had a great fall, and then he scratched his ball. What was it? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, then he scratched his ball.
And no. And the teacher wrote. We were supposed to make a story, and she wrote.
And the question is, who did Humpty Dumpty hump?
The teacher wrote for the story. Humpty Dumpty went
To give
Wallace
another,
Street.
the teacher. The question is, who did Humpty Dumpty hump to give another teacher a belly bump? Right, because she's pregnant. She got fucked by Humpty Dumpty.
No, the teacher for the story wrote. Once upon a time, a brave egg went rollerblading.
A brave
And-
egg went to the rollerblading.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And then a squirrel, and he sat on a wall because it was so warm, and a squirrel came out and smiled because it was hungry and it wanted to eat Humpty. And then
No,
Humpty
the squirrel-
somehow backed up off the wall mid-air, and then just realized and fell down.
The squirrel smiled because it was a gay squirrel and somebody was fucking a gay squirrel and the squirrel was smiling. This is nice.
Exactly. And then I wanted to fuck him.
All right, let's go about art real quick because art is not complicated. What word did I stand up, please?
Bullshit.
All right, what word did I teach you when we went to the art museum?
Bullshit! Bullshit!
How old were you? How old were you?
6, 7.
What?
6, 7.
6, 7, 2 tits. 6, 7. I don't know.
6, 7.
6, 7. Don't play with the imaginary tits.
6, 7.
Don't play with imaginary tits. All right. So I taught you the word bullshit. Where were we?
The museum of like,
Museum of Art, right?
oh, whatever.
So,
And it was bullshit.
all right. So
You
we're,
weren't alive. Shut up.
Oh, no, reverse?
yeah, he was alive when you were that old.
Yeah, but it was in your mom's stomach.
No, because you 2 years apart. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
remember
Me
6?
playing video games?
What kind of math do you guys learn in school?
We don't learn math.
All right, let's learn math. How many tits are there?
2.
You have
No,
4.
wrong. Infinite tits.
You have 4.
Infinite tits. Even the cows have tits.
Yeah, they do. That's what
All right, so how many tits are out there?
Aw,
How many tits are out there?
infinite.
Infinite. Do tits, this is math, by the way. Do tits always come in pairs?
No, you can have breast cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me another example.
Well, in a movie, I saw one person had 1 tit.
So tits don't always come in pairs. But I would have thought of a cow has one tit with different kind of nipples.
Oh,
So that's another example. But the correct answer, so you know math.
Yeah.
and
Answer this.
And sometimes they're neither even parallel.
Answer
The
this.
tits are not parallel.
Yeah, no shit.
Answer this. What does a cow have 4 of that our mom has 2 of?
What does a cow have 4 of?
Yes.
Kids.
Legs.
Correct.
Kids.
A cow doesn't have 4 kids.
Yeah, there's cows that have 4 kids, and you guys have 2 kids, and your mother has 2 kids.
No. Well, look at this. It's legs, you dummy.
It is legs.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Why? It's both.
Yeah,
If
but
one thing is true, it doesn't mean
you
that.
know the stupid thing
No, the
about
cow
that.
doesn't have 4
You know
kids.
the stupid thing about that question?
Uh.
You can't say tits because it's a school question.
You can say tits in school.
That's
Just
what I
say-
did in
Yeah,
school.
but
I
then
was
you
like,
would
Just
get.
say.
they asked me
Go
My-
to the principal.
And you go to the
Who
principal.
fucking cares?
Go to.
No, I play gun games in school. Like I don't fucking care, and like they get angry at you for that. Like I
So
already
what
played them
happens
before.
when people? What
What's the
happens?
problem if you play gun games? Why are they there?
Okay, so what's the problem if people get angry at you? What do you care?
They're idiots.
what?
So if I would be in your place and I go to the principal for saying tits, the principal would talk and like this baby is not nice.
Oh, and our principal is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
Sucks. She made the school worse.
Yeah. And I would go to the principal and the principal, sure, I understand what you're saying, but I have one question for you. So what are your favorite tits? The one that look like a pear or the one that look like an apple? Because I can't decide. I'm like in this tits question, like this
Apple.
apple, right? I agree. I agree. Some people like pears. The one that's famous, Sydney Sweeney, has big pears.
Sydney Sweeney? How do
Whatever.
you know Sydney Sweeney?
I've seen her in the movie. She's like, I mean, they look,
Fake.
oh, they look big, and you know, you can fantasize about the shape
Yo.
and think they're nice, but they're not.
My friend, well, look, not my friend, somebody who I hate because she's an asshole, literally has fake tits. She's 10 years old.
How's she fake tits?
Look, I can explain. My sister is 12 years old, doesn't have tits.
Okay.
And then she has ginormous tits, like this, bigger than mama's, and she's only 10 years old.
But why they fake?
Because, like, there's no way you can have, like, giant tits like
I
that.
also have a person like that, but they're very nice to me. And so
At least,
I,
like, 15.
The tits are very nice to you?
you know, she's very nice to me,
She's
but her
very
tits
nice.
and her ass are like huge and they look like bigger than boys.
It happens.
Exactly.
Listen, a lot of people like big tits. I don't like big tits.
Yeah,
Because big tits, what happens?
you can't run.
Okay, what else? When you have big tits, what happens?
They saggy boom.
They sag, right? Because you have gravitation. That's a lesson of physics, right? Gravitation pulls the tits down because the heavier they are, there's a bigger force.
Yeah.
So then the tits go all the way down to your knees. And you can throw them over your shoulder when you run.
And you can probably clean the ground with them too.
I don't know if you,
You can
could.
take a broom and sweep with
You
them.
can smack somebody.
Like
All right,
goals.
but let's finish this about art. All right, so art Bebe, bring Mama's phone. Bring Mama's phone right now.
$20.
I give it to Kiona. I'll give you when I come back from work.
You owe me money too.
Yeah, I owe 30.
At 15.
30.
15.
30 because I said I'll pay you interest.
No, I'll trade you for the interest for
No,
my
sit
iPad.
down. Sit down. Sit down.
Because I know you hit it. I'm not doing it.
It doesn't matter.
It does, because I'll trade the interest.
No electronics because I'm still upset.
Nah, because we've been doing this fine.
Huh?
I've been acting fine for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, you're acting fine because you gotta, once you push it, Bebe, unless he gets smacked, like he pushes it when there's no limit, pushes it, and throws tantrums. As soon as I smack him a little bit on his ass,
$40.
he's the most perfect kid in the world. Most perfect kid.
Shut up!
That's what it is.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
All right, so, because I sent this to your mother. I want to teach you, you have to listen to this. It's really fast. Okay, I'm sorry. You don't like that part with the priest, but it is what it is.
What priest?
We already listened to it.
Okay, but I want you to listen to it, and then we'll talk about art afterwards.
What about me? The billionaire enters a cabin.
True
tells a
story.
I just came back from Cuba. Yeah. 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 How was it? It was nice. I went to baseball game. I bought a little girl an ice cream. Yeah. And then I gave her $20. She was so happy. Why only 20? Well, I looked in my wallet and all I had were 100, so 100 was too much. Yeah. Yeah. What about me? What about me? Next ray, the patient came from the hospital and said he saw the doctor. What did the doctor say? He said, what about me? What about me? I too have a cold. Outside the restaurant, the hungry man asked the fat man for some food, but the fat man said, what about me? What about me? And then threw the leftovers in the garbage. The infant child said to his mother, Mother, can I please have some milk? She responded, but then my tits will not be the same. What about me? What about me? What about me? The husband said to his wife, can you please love me? She said, what about me? What about me? And left to see her boyfriend. The politician got bribed to vote for the wrong law. When the reporter asked why, he replied, what about me? What about me? The priest molested a child. And when the parents asked why, he screamed, what about me? What about me? The teacher was teaching the kids nonsense. When the kid asked why you're teaching me this crap, the teacher replied, how else am I gonna get a promotion? What about me? What about me? When the general sent the soldier to die for other people's financial interests, the soldier asked why. The general responded, I need to follow orders or I'll get fired. What about me? What about me? When these dudes and dudes got to the closed door, they all started hysterically banging on and screaming, what about me? What about me? A voice behind the closed door whispered like snowdrops sailing through the wind. What about you? What about you? What about you? What about you? What about you?
Okay, so I'll teach you about art with the song, right? So I'll teach you how I made it, right? So I'm sitting in the eye because I'm doing to see about the operation for my eye. And I had a fight with your mother about something, and I realized that humans,
Sorry, stop fighting, please.
we're not fighting big time, just a little bit. So everybody's just thinking about themselves, like, what about me? What about me? Well, my story, what about me? And that's what kind of stuck in my mind, like, what about me? What am I? Did you ever think about me? Did you ever think about me? And I'm probably on my own kind of, yeah, but what about me? What about me? Right? So everybody's thinking about themselves, right? Right? That's what you did with the stuff. What about me? Right? So then I was like, well, this is very powerful. What about me? And then I made it. I remember the story with Mike, right? The billionaire. And he's like, I came back from Cuba and I gave a girl $10. $10. He didn't even give her 20. And I said, okay, why'd you give her 10? Because I gave thousands of dollars when I tried to help the people. And he's like, well, I looked at my wallet, all I had was hundreds, right? So I wrote that down when I remember what about
If
me.
you had all of, if you had $100 bills, just give like one. You'll still have
Yeah,
99. And then you
exactly.
can
That's
make
the point of the story.
No, look, this is the point of jobs. You give money to poor people, and you make money.
Right, but it doesn't work like that. Anyways, people are selfish.
no.
But let me finish the story, right? So then I was like, okay, and I made a mistake with the doctor because actually, when I was there, I was stupid enough because they said, well, your insurance is expired. I said, oh, yeah, whatever. I'll pay for the cash. Yeah, but your insurance is expired. If you don't want to, you need to come back when your insurance is good. I said, I'll pay for it cash, right? I told the guy. Like, no, but you can come back. Like, what are you talking about? You told me to come in for my eye exam. That means the eye exam, unless you lied about the eye exam to make money, you told me I need to come in a month to look at my eye, make sure it's okay, right? So now you tell me because the insurance is not there, I should come back. So my eyes, fuck my eyes. So I should have said with the doctor, and I made another song, but it didn't come as good as this one. So we're gonna have to keep this one. Whereas I say your insurance, the doctor instead of saying I too have a cold, I should have said, because I knew that was not strong enough, your insurance is expired. And I made a song where the guy says, well, but I'm sick. But yeah, but what about me? What about me? Because I need to make the money, right? So that's the thing with the doctor. So anyway, so I'm writing the song, and I put the doctor in. What else do I have there after the doctor?
Fat hungry man.
Fat Hungry Man. Yeah, I've seen that. So I said I had to write it short. And I was like, okay, hungry, what contrast with hungry is fat. And I've seen people not want to give other people food and just throw it away. So I've seen that, right? I've seen that.
Because they're fucking selfish as hell. Like,
And then
you have leftovers.
And then
You
I didn't want to say what happened. So I said, come outside the restaurant. When I put that, it was really smart. Outside the restaurant, because that kind of gives you a place, right? So these ideas came to me. And then I go, I don't know, the general is last, the teacher is before that. Oh, the wife says to the husband, what about me? What about me? And then it just came like an idea. Well, and then it went to see her boyfriend because she doesn't want love from the husband, it wants from somebody else. And then I wrote the teacher, obviously the politician is getting bribed. And okay, so they came in, all these, right? I want to teach you about art. So then I'm sitting there and I can't listen to my fucking songs, right? Because in one of the ways I do it, I have an idea. So I wrote kind of like, I want it to be hip hop, rap. I want it to be some kind of hip hop. We're almost done.
No, I'm.
Okay, so, and then I said rap, but then I put, what did I put?
Jazz.
No, I put harmonica. It came out all right, like with a German voice. Harmonica, and then I put accordion. Yeah, the song came out decent, all right, and then I put generate. I just want to see what's the recommendation of the app. Usually it doesn't come out okay, right? Every once in a while it gives me a good idea. But I put just generate, like random. I couldn't listen to it, I generated. And when I got to the car, it was the perfect song. Why? Because the kids tell the truth all the time, right? The kids tell the truth. And then the adults have these complicated ways of looking at stuff. And the kid would say, why only 10? Or like, why only 20? Right? You gave her, I bought her ice cream and I gave her $20. Why only 20? You're a billionaire, right? That's a question a kid would ask, right? And then, I don't know, the idea, like when the soldier asks, why are you sending me to die so other people can make money? It's also like a kid's voice, like, why, right? So then it was the perfect song to have a kid sing it, right? Or like with a kid's voice and then the kids kind of participate. And I would have never thought of that in a million years, right? That's a gift, right? That's a gift that came in. That's my gift because I would have never thought to make it with kids' voices, right? It's a gift that arrived, right? And then Socrates, said that ideas are gifts from gods. Even ideas, what about me? To where like when I could, there was a commercial for Verizon. And in the commercial for Verizon, this guy was walking around the country and saying, can you hear me now? 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 Right? And it was one of the most powerful, it's a basic commercial. It was really not, they didn't film it too extravagant. And he's like walking, trying to make sure the signal works, right? Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? And a lot of times when people will lose signal on their phones, that's what they would say. Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So they took that everybody says, right? And they made a commercial. So it was one of the most powerful. So to me, this what about me idea, where everybody just thinks about themselves, it came in. And I was sitting there and I was like, everybody's like, what about me? What about, oh, I'm hungry, but what about me? Oh, I'm this, what about me? Everybody's just thinking about themselves. So that's like, okay, everybody is not really saying that out loud, but they're thinking it, right? They're thinking it, what about me? What about me? So like, okay, that's,
About me?
you're doing that all the time. You're doing that all the time, right? So,
I'm selfish.
not too much, but what about me is true. What about me is true. Okay, so I had that idea. A light bulb came into my mind. It's like, okay, what about me is very, very powerful. And then I put it twice. But idea is, I went probably like 10, 20 years. Like a lot of these poems that I'm making into songs now, I wrote when I was 22, 23, 25. Like the one song, I Love You, I wrote in Kingston Mines. There was a conversation, not conversation. So one of the best songwriters ever was Leonard Cohen, right? And he talks about Bob Dylan's like, Bob Dylan thinks he can write songs in the back of a cab, right? And he's kind of dismissing him a little bit, like it's not true he didn't write in the back of the cab, right? Well, yeah, he did. And if he said he did, he probably did, right? Leonard Cohen there was a guy, well, kind of like in sports, a guy that doesn't have as much talent as the talented people, right? But he has other things, and he makes up for it, right? He can't run the fastest, he doesn't have the dribbling skills, but he just works at it and makes it, right? And makes it amazing. Leonard Cohen is one of my favorites of all times. But Bob Dylan is just the guy that everything comes easy because he has the talent, right? And he uses it. And like Bob Dylan said, they asked him, did you make the deal with a bad person to have all the success and to can write these things? Because Bob Dylan, everything he wrote is just amazing, right? Probably one of the best songwriters ever, right? Not one of the best, without a doubt the best, and the best American poet. And he said, no, I made a deal with the other person. So like he made a deal with God to give him inspiration and to feel, right? So when you're in the state of feeling, you feel stuff. You just feel it and it comes in and you understand everything. That's where art comes from, right? So when I was a kid, I was 18 and probably before that, I didn't have a good childhood, right? That was a terrible childhood. And I wrote a song about, I ran away from home when I was a kid, but I didn't run too far. I ran into the other room. Nobody noticed or felt my empty space. Nobody looked for me. Nobody called my name, but I kept answering, right? Because that's how I was, as a kid. Like, my parents were busy, doctors with other stuff, and I really felt overlooked. And I'm sitting there, like, hoping somebody noticed me, and nobody did, right? And nobody said, hey, you okay, right? And Raul, my brother, went through the same stuff, right? In his own way, right?
Raul's a chill guy.
Yeah, he's a chill guy. So I wrote that, right? But then this hurt that I had became stronger because basically most people in life want to feel love, right? And to me, I was raised by my grandmother, different stuff. Didn't really feel a lot of love as a kid, right? And then I'm kind of searching for the love. I want people to love me. I want a girl like Raul is always, as soon as he finds a girl, is the biggest love of his life, right? Because he needs that. Love, it's a need. But to me, it was more important growing up, going to all this stuff, to love somebody else, not to be loved back, right? Okay. Because, like, you don't want to love me, right? Fuck you, move on. I don't need your love, right? I got to the point where, like, I'm waiting and nothing comes in. Like, all right, fuck it. I don't want to be waiting, right? You don't want to love me? Fucking move on. Leave me alone, right? But I had this love I want to give, right? I want to find, that's why I wrote poems to imaginary women before I met your mother. Like, I wrote poems to imaginary women that didn't exist, right? There's a poem like, I'm sitting outside and I think that a little woman is in that building, whatever. Because I have this love in me I want to give other people just because I didn't have enough. I don't know how it makes sense, but it makes sense. And that's what, so I got to 18, I got to college, same thing, with trying to belong to a bunch of idiots. So I'm walking, couldn't sleep, right? You're trying to sleep and you have these things that don't let you be. So I'm walking the streets at night and there's really no food. I was eating, what do you call those things? I was eating stuff from the trees, right? Plums and all kinds of stuff. And I'm walking. I don't want to feel anymore because it was a big hurt inside of me. Like, it just hurts. and you feel everything. You feel that you're gonna die. You feel that nothing is worth it, and you feel all these powerful things. It's just too much, like you can't handle it. And then one way to cope with it, I would go to computer. People had computer stations where you pay and you can stay there, and I would stay all night and play Age of Empires. I'll get it for you guys. Age of Empires, like you're building cities, and Joan of Arc is a story, right? And I would play and play and play to have my mind not think about the bad stuff. And then one day I said, like, fuck this. Why would I write? That's why people drink, right? Joe Rogan quoted Albert Camus and said most men are living a life acquired desperation, right? And that's true. Right, so that's why people drink, because they want to forget about stuff, right? The stuff they cannot deal with. So then to me, it was a very simple question. It's like, okay, why would I run from this stuff? Being sad. It's actually kind of cool. I don't like it, but it's kind of cool because I feel all these things. I feel, my parents are going to die, the grandparents are going to die. Like when what was it, either 4th grade or 8th grade finished, I'm sitting over there looking at the pictures with my classmates and I'm crying. I'll never see these people again. And all these moments or you know what I mean? Or flying away and we'll never be together again. I felt, come on, just be respectful to Bob. You just almost done.
Bob doesn't want to be here. You're not being respectful.
I'm almost done.
You're
right?
not being respectful. You made Bob like this.
That's his choice. All right. So it was so much. I could feel everything. I could feel the trees. I could feel the wind. I could feel the stars. I was thinking about infinity, not infinity. And it was beautiful, right? What did I say about hands on the face? Please. If you're concentrating, we're going to be done soon, right? So then I decided not to run from it. Right? Not to run from it. I was like, all right, show me what you got. Sadness. All right, you want to fuck with me? All right, let's fuck. So then I started writing poems. I started writing stuff, and that's a release. It's almost like you're giving birth. That's why I said that when you're a true artist, even if you
Was
take...
it a boy or a girl?
It was a shit. So when you're doing art, that you're a true artist, not these people that fake it, because some people get a hat, what's his name? Whatever, and then they get a scarf and they buy a Leica camera and they think they're photographers and they walk around, look at me, I'm a photographer. A lot of people want to be artists because it's cool, and everybody thinks it's an artist. That's why I have the shirt, not an artist anymore, because there's just too many of them. But some people really do feel the stuff, and that's kind of cool when you read other people's stuff from the centuries, like 200-300 years ago. They had the same feeling with you, right? They expressed it in a different way, but they had the same fucking feeling as you. And it's almost like that's your best buddy. You know him as your best friend, right? And, so I just started, so when you make art, I compare it almost like giving birth to something of value, and also like taking a shit. It's the same thing, because it's inside of you and you have to push it out. Like, if you have it inside of you, you have to take it out and put it, I don't know why, but you have to take it out. Like you can't sleep. Like I used to park the car until I made these songs, and just from 7 to 11, just sit in front of the house, listen to the stuff, because I had to listen to beats and the music.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, yeah. You don't want to get to 9-11.
Why was Ken afraid? I mean, why was
Because that's when they shot Charlie Kirk.
No. Why was Ken afraid?
You're not using.
Yeah, 9/11. I know the joke. Okay, because
he was in the middle of 9/11.
Yeah. All right. So you have inside. You have to take. It's not really, because when I write stuff, I know it's good. I write it for myself, right? Like I know it's good. Like even the music is like, fuck. I didn't really write the music, but I limited the choices for AI, right? So for the most songs, which is 80% of them, I know what I want, and until I hear it, I keep generating and limit the choices of the computer to get me closer to what I want. Once I find the voice, that's the voice. When I find the style of music, that's the style of music. I keep going until it comes up, right? So when I'm finished with it, I have to be happy. I have to like it. And it has to be perfect, right? And that's, I'm sure Michelangelo went through that, and all these, not Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a fraud in terms of art. But Michelangelo, Van Gogh never was appreciated in his lifetime. It has to be for me. I have to I have to be honest in a way to God, right? That this is the best version I have. Like if I have something that I think I can make it better, I'm gonna work all day to make it. Like I can't stop until it's finished. And once it's finished, that's your baby, right?
Why is Leonardo a fraud?
Cause he was a fucking lazy fuck, and he always looked for people to
Do it.
kind of sponsor him, to give him money to do nothing, and he always pretended he was a great artist. He had talent, but he really didn't do nothing about anything. Like he had these sketches about machines, but he never made the machines. He had sketches about sculptures. He never made the sculptures. And even the paintings, we went to Italy, a lot of them were unfinished. He only did like 10 or 15 paintings, which are so-so. He never finished his stuff, right? He was more like, he lived like an artist rather than actually being an artist. He was made famous after his dying. But Van Gogh's for sure, Rembrandt is for sure, Michelangelo's for sure, Elvis is for sure. There's a few people there for sure. All right, so going back to the song that we listened to, I think like true art and what Socrates and Picasso were talking about, you're just a tool, right? When it's for real. Because I had the argument with Josh. He says art is about shapes and colors. And I was like, no, art has to have a meaning. Come on, stop acting like you're super tired, because you're not super tired. Because if I say go on a computer, you're going to
I'm
run.
bored. I'm just bored.
Okay, why are you bored? What part of this you thought it was not
Gotta go
interesting?
fast down. Now you
Tell me.
step on the
Kind
gas
of
now.
what we've been talking about for 30 minutes.
Well, no, we just started talking about art right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's boring about it?
Tata. Gotta go fast.
What? Tell me what this.
Songs and stuff.
I'm talking to you about creative. I chose an element that I remember how I did it to talk to you about the creative process. Bob Dylan in the back of a cab had an idea. I wrote the fucking song. When I was in Kingston Mines, before I met your mother, there was this. I sat at a table. This girl came in with some dude, and she. My name is Alma. I work for Univision. It was really beautiful. And I'm looking at the guy. She doesn't really like the guy, right? So then I wrote a song, and gave it to her, right there on a napkin. I wrote the whole fucking song, which I made into a song right now. There was just poetry, and I gave it to her, right, and left.
Did you like it?
I'm not sure. She was with some guy, so obviously I was overstepping boundaries, but I didn't give a fuck about the guy because I looked at them. I usually don't go in. If I see that they like each other, I don't want to break anything and destroy. But if I see there's nothing there and it's all fake, I'm like, fuck it. But the song, I didn't change a word, and it came one of the best songs I made. It's called I Love You. I'll have you listen to it.
I have listened to it.
Yeah, it's really good, right? I'm sitting alone at my table, and she's with him, but that's not truly true. There's a lot of hope around me, but that's not true. No, there's laughter around me, but that's not true. And there's a lot of hope around me. I changed it. I said, that ain't true, because I didn't want to say that's not true, that's not true. You know, I had to spell it differently, but that ain't true. And there's lots of trust around me. But that, of course, is not true. So I changed it again from that's not true, that ain't true, that for sure is not true, or how I said it. Of course is not true, right? And she's with him, and then the powerful line comes in, that's not truly true. Right? Because I looked at it like, what the fuck? She was too beautiful for him, and then she looked like she was nicer, but not like she wasn't, right? So I wrote the song and gave it to her. So I did just like Bob Dylan, right? I wrote it, I felt it, because I was in the mood, because I wasn't running away from my feelings. That's why I said, when I started using this stuff for me, I was like, oh, this is fucking great. And a lot of people and a lot of writers go to life and I don't have inspiration. They force themselves to write. And that's when you write stuff that has no meaning. And Eminescu, who's one of my favorite poets, probably number one, he said, it's easy to write when you have nothing to say, right? Because writers said, okay, I got to work today. So I'm going to work, right? No. That's not how you write stuff. You just put yourself in a state of misery and hurt and stuff. And that's when you God decides to speak through you, right? Like about that song, okay, last 5 minutes, please have some respect, right? So when you listen to that song, number one was a gift. There was the kids, right? Which is the voice of innocence. Secondly, it was the voice, the way the kids ask question, why, da-da, and it's, the rhythm is kind of moving really, right away. It's kind of relaxing. It's not hurtful. And then at the end, when I wrote like snowflakes sailing through the wind, right?
That was very pretty.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Because I wrote, obviously it's God behind a closed door. Everybody's cheating and they want to go to heaven. and there's God. So then I was like, okay, how would I talk about his voice, powerful? I was like, nah. Then I said, sailing, his voice, the voice, I don't know what I said. And then I said, I wanted to have the word wind in there.
Like sailing over the wind.
No, I wanted to have the word wind. And I was like, well, how does it move into the wind? And then I was like, okay, well, the wind kind of moves the ships, and that's where sailing comes in. But then I was like, okay, well, because I moved it back and forth a bunch of times. You know, word sailing and wind sail. I don't know what I did, but I know I moved it back and forth. And I was like, well, I love snowdrops, right? So like a snowdrop sailing to the wind, right? His voice sailing to the wind. I can't remember how I said it. And it was perfect, right? So when you listen to the song, when it says snowdrops sailing to the wind, it's like beep, 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 beep. You know, that's what the song does. And I didn't choose that. And then at the end of the song, another thing, there was a gift from God. There's like people going to hell.
Oh, yeah.
You never heard that?
I did. It was at the end. It was pretty loud.
Yeah. And that's fucking, it was not, I would have never thought about it. Like people are going to hell. You know, like they're banging on the door. And God's like, what about you? What about you? And it's like, no, we're not going to listen to all of it.
What about me?
Okay, I don't know what that.
The billionaire enters a cabin. What about you? What about
Okay.
you? A voice behind the closed door whispered like snowdrops sailing through the wind. What about you? What about you?
And when she does her voice like this, it's like the wind. Woo.
What about you? What about you? What about you?
Like hell, right?
It's so creepy.
It's creepy, but that's the idea, right? And so those are gifts, man. I don't, you know, like people make stuff. Look at me, I made this. I'm not. It's me, my ego. No. I was just a tool. So when you make art the right way, you're just a tool. But beautiful knees, Kiona. Beautiful knees.
I know,
Okay,
that's what
just
I
put them
said.
down, because you know, whatever. I know you don't have tits. Stop pretending with the knees. Okay, so do you understand? So that's real art. Not everybody is an artist. Not these rappers that make one good line, and they have one good line, and then fucking 20 of them are shit. Relax, buddy. Like, you're not an artist.
You're not good. You're just
Right.
trash.
So everybody walking around, I'm an artist, and it's really hard to discern what's. So with Josh, who's kind of an artist, but kind of like a technical artist, not a guy with the feeling.
Missed my birthday present.
Yeah, he didn't make it, but we bought it in Italy, in Rome. I wanted the pendant with the, because your name is Romulus. He didn't make it.
Lazy
So
ass.
he's,
Did you pay him for it?
no, he, I should have paid him, but for the
He didn't do
materials.
shit.
No, nothing. So the idea was, so some people are very technical, but that's really not art. That's craftsmanship, right? So in art, you know, people are like, we went to Transylvania and they made these really fancy doors out of wood, right? With flowers and stuff. Or like the guy was doing the crosses for the burial places, right? The blue crosses, yeah. Yeah, art, kind of. But you're doing the same thing over and again. So I'm same thing. I'm making it blue. I'm making this. I'm making this. So that's more like a high craftsmanship, right? He was making some kind of poems, funny poems, making fun of the dead people. That's why it's famous, the Happy Cemetery. Okay, yeah, sure. So to me, art. All right. So, and this one we're done. So art. Everybody tried to be the best they could. They had these workshops. They're trying to make the best paintings, the best sculpture, the best everything. And then in the 1800s, some guy looked at a leaf. Some guy looked at the leaf. Some guy looked at the leaf and saw that in the shadows, not the shadows, it recreated through light the shape of the building in front of him, right? So it was his house on a leaf. So as the sun was going to the leaf, it recreated the building in front of it on the leaf. So there's like, okay, let me study this. And then it's like, okay, so he realized that the cells rearranged themselves according to the light and whatever light and darkness, and he realized the stuff, the light and darkness, and he made photography. He invented the photography film, right? So then it got to the point where you really, like a painting, maybe let's say cost $10,000, and now you can do a photograph for $5, right? Well, nobody was doing like classic painting anymore, right? Painting of the face or painting of imaginary stuff. So real painting became boring, right? Because you could just do it with a photograph or fake it with a photograph. So, and then a lot of these artists decided, oh, they're unemployed, right? Because they couldn't really do the stuff that they're trained for. So they came up with a bullshit kind of way of art, which is modern art, right? It was like, I want to be employed. Well, the photographer is kind of taking 80% of my business, right? Because why, right? And then, well, I have to come up with something new. So they came with this abstract painting, right? So one of the first guys did a black painting and it had a white dot in the middle. Okay, all right, you're an artist, all right. He just had a clever idea. And he was the smartest of the series because he named it Orpheus and Hades, right? Orpheus was looking for his wife, and he was the only one that was alive. And Hades was dark, right? Because that's when you're dead, right? So he had a clever name for it, right? But you're really not an artist because you had a clever idea. That's my point of it. You know, a guy with a clever idea is just a clever idea. I mean, you do have, in addition to the clever idea, to have some level of craftsmanship, Kiona. You have to have a level of craftsmanship. A clever idea is not enough. There's a guy that stood in front of a piano and he didn't play anything. And he said, that's art because the people in the audience are making music, right? It's like Emperor's New Clothes. Yeah, he got paid a lot of money for it. And there's another guy that made the same painting. It was all white and a black dot in the middle. Okay. And then $10 million. And then there was another guy that made the painting white. And the black dot was not in the middle, was to the left, right? So these are bullshit. Yeah, so they call it art. That's why I taught you. Andy Warhol was a bullshitter. He was a fucking fake fuck. All right, there's a lot of these guys, they're smart. Not so much. I don't know so much about Jackson Pollock. He had a fucking crazy thing to him. But really, I mean, his paintings got sold in thrift stores for like $20, $30, right? He was throwing paint. He was a guy who's throwing paint. You know what I mean? Like, okay, buddy, you're throwing paint. Okay, yeah, the people say, well, you know when it's a Jackson Pollock when you look at it. Well, actually, no, because 3 of them got sold in thrift store. To sell a painting in thrift store that's worth $10 million for $5, or $10, or $20, or $100, or $50, it means that hundreds of people looked at it and says, has no value, let's give it to a thrift store. Thousands of people looked at it in a thrift store and realized it has no value, and then somebody decided it has value, right? Because it's a Jackson Pollock. Maybe they found his signature. So art, a lot of the art that's famous, it has value attributed to it, right? Picasso doesn't do a lot for me. I went to Madrid and looked at his Guernica and other stuff, all right? But he was advertised by Peggy Guggenheim. She was an art dealer, right? Jackson Pollock and Andy. No, Peggy Guggenheim was Jackson Pollock and Andy Warhol. She made them famous. What's his name? Picasso was Gertrude Stein. Right? Both of these Jewish women with a lot of money. In Paris, she was sponsoring all the artists, right? She said, well, look at Picasso. And then, what is the David something? No, Damien Hirst is another clown. He was made famous by the Saatchi brothers. So what these guys do, they do like this. All right, this guy's worth $5 million. Right? So from the moment that somebody pays $5 million for something, that value will never go down, only up, right? Because it's not real value, it's attributed value, right? Like the guy that did a banana with a duct tape, right? And it's got sold for, I don't know, $10 million. Right? You put a banana and duct tape on the wall. All right? So now the guy's famous, he's making a lot of money. All right, the banana on the wall, you know why he got paid $10 million? Because there was a guy selling cryptocurrency and he wanted to become famous himself by paying $10 million for something that's not worth $10 million, right? So he paid $10 million to make himself famous. So all of it was built back and forth, not by the value of the fucking piece of art, who's just a clever idea. It's not even a clever idea, banana on the wall with duct tape. It's just, it's stupid. It's stupid, right? So it's an attributed value, right? And then well, we're almost done. And then when Rembrandt came to town, they advertised a lot. The Rembrandt is the biggest and the best oil painter in the world, right? and they had pictures everywhere. Like, all right. So I went with your mother, and I was disappointed because they only had 3 or 4 paintings in oil, right? But he had a lot of etchings. Etchings, right?
Sketch.
No, etchings. Etchings is how they used to make newspaper pictures before. So you get a piece of copper, who's not too strong, and you come with a nail or something very sharp, and you scratch the painting on it, right? So then they use it because it has a wooden part on the other side, then you stamp it, and that's your picture. You put it in ink, and you stamp it. You've had those as a kid, right? So he was mentioning the scratches on this stuff where the paint would go, right? And I looked at these fucking etchings, and they were just perfect, right? Like everything was just like you were there. Like, you know, bridge and a man and a fisherman and a this and that. I was like, what the fucking talent on this guy. Like it's just unattainable. Like you're trying to sing opera and you have Maria Callas is like, I want to give up. What the fuck? She's the best. I mean, there's no way to get there, right? When I draw, I've always had talent of drawing. I can do caricatures, and you had talent. I do a lot of lines, right? I make 3 lines or 4 lines. Like, well, this is the correct one, and I erase the other ones, right? Right? Because I have to feel the essence of the painting. I have to feel like the soul. If I'm making a portrait, I have to feel the soul of the person. Or of a caricature, they have to have their own soul, right? Kind of. But I make a lot of stuff, right? Well, caricatures not so much because I'm good at it. But regular drawings, right? So Rembrandt, do you understand? He made 1 line. 1 line, and it was perfect. Like with 1 line, he made a fisherman. And it was not just okay, it was the best. Like you felt the fucking guy fishing, thinking about, is the fish gonna bite? And he could not make a mistake because there's no way to erase the fucking bronze, right? You can't erase it. So he had to be perfect, right? Like he had to be perfect, like every fucking thing, the tree, everything. So like, all right, this is the guy, all right? And now I'm looking at this other guy throwing painting on the fucking ground. It's like, okay, buddy, you're not Rembrandt, right? There's a level of fucking art. You're not, no, Andy Warhol, like doing different colors of the same shit. Like, all right, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? You're not Elvis, you're not Maria Callas. Like, you're doing some fucking bullshit shit because you're not good enough.
Absolutely.
So art, to finish about art, a lot of it is bullshit. A lot of it, the famous one, you got something in your head.
Triple bullshit.
You got something in your head. So a lot of it, it's attributed value, right? Like, and you could see it with the one that they said it was Da Vinci, and they sold it, the most expensive painting ever, for $500 million because the Saudi guy that killed the journalist wanted to kind of make a good name for himself and then kind of kiss each other's ass with Macron of France, and they bought this $500 million painting. They never thought it was going to be over 80 or 100. Anyways, so it's attributed value. People have an ulterior motive. And a lot of the richest people invest in art and they want to keep it famous, right? So the true art is when God speaks through you, right? And you have to put yourself in a position, take your fucking knees out. You have to put yourself in a position to where God wants to speak through you. You have to be honest and open and seek the truth. And that's when God says, okay, you know, this is a good, it's almost like a musician plays the flute, right? Or plays the guitar. You're just the guitar, right? Real inspiration, real quality stuff comes in when God speaks through you. But you have to put yourself in a position to get there. And that's not running away from the moments of sadness, right? No. So art has the craftsmanship component on it that needs to have. Like Picasso, like Michelangelo. Like when you look at Michelangelo, it's like, fuck. Like I was even afraid to look at David in Florence. Like that's how great it was. I saw pictures. I thought I'm not going to like David because it's fucking too much. It's probably gay. David is gay. You know, I looked at it, I was like, wow. It's the essence of a human. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at the slaves breaking out. I knew about those. And when I looked at David, I was really afraid to look at him. That's how good it was. And the Piet and all this stuff. All right, so you have to have a level of craftsmanship. You can't just have talent like me in drawing. It's like, oh, that's enough, right? But craftsmanship by itself is just craftsmanship, right? Also for art, you have the clever idea. But a clever idea without meaning and without craftsmanship is nothing else but a clever idea, right? Clever idea is not art, it's just a clever idea,
Yeah.
right? And then you have to have this meaning, and it's just, there's a power to it when it's real art. There's a, what?
Our art teacher when we had art in
Uh-huh.
5th grade, in this grade, she literally said that a really super good painting was just a big square, a smaller square, and a smaller square, and it keeps going. Like, okay, it's
And you
bullshit.
should have
It
said
looks
to
so
that
bad.
teacher, this painting is great. I need to go to the bathroom. Can I please wipe my ass with your painting?
Okay, this is good.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
So
because it's
if you want to, okay, with me, all right. So I had these ideas, right, about making movies and writing screenplays and writing poetry. Real quick, I went to New York and it didn't work out, right? So there were a lot of obstacles. And then I started doing construction, and I started doing taxi, and I started doing logistics, and I walked away from what I wanted to do. Right? Because of money, because of different things, because my greed, because I never had anything, and I wanted to get shoes and shirts, which I ended up not even wearing.
Aren't you wearing a shirt?
Lately I dress the same every day in flip-flops in the winter. So I walked away from my stuff, and now this happened where I'm making music with AI out of my old poems and new poems that I write, and I feel alive, right? I feel like this is what I was meant to do all along, right? Artistic stuff. I can do commercials. I can do. I thought of a commercial. You know, somebody's drinking something and it just says, "It's so good, it's empty." Simple. You know, it's so good, it's empty. Oh, you know, how am I going to do the commercial because I already drank it, right? Or different things I can come up with. And that's when you feel alive, when you let your mind wander and finding things and giving birth to all these ideas, right? And taking the shit, like I said. And if you think you're an artist and that's what you want to do, you should never walk away from it. Never. Right? You can do other stuff, but that should be your priority all the time. If you think you can write or draw, whatever, and that's what makes you happy, like it's boxing for you.
Oh, hell no, I hate it.
You gotta.
doesn't exist.
I know what she likes, but you still have to discover something you like, other than.
Guys, come on, like, hurry up.
Yeah, we're almost done. What else? Questions.
I
Yeah.
have no questions. I just have to pee. Maybe I'll make art with that too.
Yeah, some people pee on.
Okay,
Oh, one more thing.
They write their name
No,
in the
last
snow
thing,
with
last
pee.
thing. There's some.
They write their name in the snow with pee.
There's some Buddhist monks. I think you saw it, where they make these super complicated, beautiful paintings out of sand. You've seen that in a movie. And then what they do as soon as they're done with it, they erase it, because that's how life is. So nobody can look at it, right? So some people pee on the snow and make a nice painting. I used to make kind of caricatures peeing on the snow. I used to, yeah. Go pee.
I
You're
don't have
done.
that level of control.
You don't have the tools that you need. That's what you don't have. Bebe, any questions?
Nuh-uh.
Not even one? Remember, you guys have to have a question.
We have to.
Yeah, remember this? We always do it like them.
Fine.
All right, that's it.
What question do we have?
You come up with a question. You sit down, because, you know.
I just don't have to.
All right, 'cause then I got to go to work.
What's the best painting in the whole universe of the United States of America and the whole
The
world?
best painting
and
that
in
I
all
like?
of the universe.
Yeah.
What's the best painting in all of the universe?
And for me, it's
Starry Night is one for me, of Van Gogh.
that's all. He asked one question. And for me, it's which statue have you seen that you like the most?
Oh, it has to be the Pieta.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I also like a painting by Jack Vitruviano. It's called The Singing Butler.
Okay, I have to pee.
Go and pee, come back. We'll have Bebe ask the question and then you'll finish it. I'll show you The Singing Butler.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me, Bebe.
Oh,
Question.
another question? All people are stupid. Am I
Old.
right?
Old.
All
People are stupid.
people are stupid. Am I right?
Let me think about it.
I was expecting yes, they all are.
I mean, the true answer is actually yes, but there's different level of stupidity, and you have to acknowledge the mistakes your brain makes and try to limit your stupidity.
I say this weird phrase, but I only say it because it rhymes and it just
Tell me,
looks cool because it rhymes. Stupidity comes along with your humidity. I don't know.
humidity or humility?
Humidity.
No, you should change it to humility. And actually, it doesn't come, stupidity doesn't come along, because humility is understanding that you're not perfect.
No, no. I just said it because it
Well, I like
rhymes.
it. I like it, but maybe we'll use it. But stupidity doesn't come along with your humility.
Humidity.
Well, humility is just being wet.
Yeah, like, you know how when you get you like you're stupid and you say like stupid stuff and you get so embarrassed. Like sometimes you get so embarrassed and you start sweating.
Well,
so,
stupid
like,
people
no-
don't get embarrassed. They don't like it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
But that's not a question about what we talked. You have to have
Yeah,
a
but
question.
I
about-
said
That was my
Yeah.
question. What the statue?
Ah, so you tricked me. You
I didn't trick you though.
you tricked me. Because you.
Pieta.
So this is a short. Yeah, you did trick me. You wanted to have a short answer. What I said, just one name. Like, what's your favorite painting? And I just say one name.
Yeah, because I'm in the mood for 30 minutes.
Okay, all right. You tricked me. You tricked me. All right. So.
Hey, it wasn't my fault you didn't think about it.
Okay, that's smart. Okay. All right, let me ask you the questions. What's your favorite sculpture you saw ever and painting?
The Pieta from St. Peter. I'm actually not lying. It's the best one. The painting, probably the one that we saw that we had a double in another church. It was the one
Oh,
with Christ
yeah.
with like blue.
Oh yeah, that one. That one was.
Yeah,
goated.
that was amazing.
That was goaded. It was OP.
It was amazing because the best representation of Jesus I've ever seen. All right, so this is the singing butler,
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
That's the one that you
right?
had.
Because that's how like my idea of love. That's how my idea of love is. Like that's how I understand love to be. Like I've always like.
It's an Instagram photo. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. That's one of my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing. I love it.
The singing farter.
All right, so you tricked me. All right, you got to have a question about what we talked today, and then I'll go.
Yeah. All people are stupid.
And one answer. Like
No,
one
that's
share.
not. Listen, that we talked about. Yeah, all people are stupid, but some of them recognize they're stupid. All right, but give me an answer about what we talked today. A question. Oh, I got questions for you. I gotta have 2 questions for you. All right, go ahead. All right, you go first. What you didn't understand about what we talked about? What
Didn't
didn't you?
I understand everything.
You do? Who's your best friend in the world?
Nobody.
Who's
You.
exactly?
guys.
Boom. Exactly. You didn't understand. I'm always gonna be your best friend. And I always will not choose, listen, I will always not choose what's best for me. I will always choose what's best for you. Always. 100%. And if you want to use me and when you have questions, I will never go against you. Never. Always will talk and try to find out the truth together.
Alright, what's your
You shouldn't be afraid of me. All right.
No, wait, what? I still got a thing.
All right.
Me again?
Yeah.
All right. No.
You asked me the statue and you asked me the thing. So it's your turn to ask him.
Now, let me think.
Out of what percentage?
Okay, give me
I have a question.
Give me 3 examples. Hold your question. Give me 3 examples of what you think it's fake art. Not the ones I've said.
Bullshit, bullshit, and
At all?
bullshit.
All the arts. Something that you say, well, this is kind of famous art, but it's fake. It's bull.
Modern art?
But no.
No,
Specific.
No, like the things that's just like
No, I know.
Okay,
like
no.
this.
I know stupid.
Like this.
Well, that's not stupid because you made it. That's
Like,
not
if
stupid.
somebody
That's,
else made it, it's stupid.
yeah, somebody else. Yeah,
No,
but that's,
I know one.
This is
No. I know
Hey,
one.
go sit down.
He asked
Both of
me.
you.
Can I fucking talk?
modern.
You know one. Go ahead.
Look, one where somebody just puts just throws a bunch of paint on it. Doesn't even.
Yeah, I
go
talked
over
about it.
It's
Jackson
just
Pollock.
bullshit.
Jackson Pollock.
And I don't like when people copy art but choose different colors.
Yeah, that's what Andy Warhol did. Okay.
No, but that she wasn't art. She just took a picture and she
It's
colored
not
it.
she. It was a gay
No,
fucking
I know. I'm talking about
guy.
Marilyn Monroe. She wasn't art. That was a picture.
Yeah,
And
that's what he
just
did.
copied
Yeah.
it. I'm saying like,
Because that they call it, they come up again like the gateway to everything. Oh, we need to deconstruct art. We need to deconstruct music. Well, why deconstruct it? You know, like a rapper. Okay, well, I can't sing. Most of them can't sing. Like Eminem can sing, but most of them just can't
ooh,
fucking
oh
sing.
yeah, and the last art.
Can't sing. And then there's like, okay, let me talk because I can't sing. Or why? How come you're not singing? Right? Maria Callas could sing, Elvis could sing. So they lower the standards. They lower the standards to their level, and they say, well, this is cool now, right? Because I can't really run as fast. And now the cool thing is to run slower, right? Because it can't be as fast as whoever's the fastest. But the cool thing now is to run slower. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
And there was the last type of art that's really bad. Right. Oh, like the art they use is like glitter. Do you know
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's art. Go ahead. Sometimes they use, but yeah, whatever. Go ahead, baby, and let's finish this.
Oh yeah. If you would give me a percentage out of 100, like 50-50, 60-70,
Uh-huh.
32-52 or something,
Uh-huh.
versus people who are stupid in the world and people who aren't.
Everybody's stupid. We agreed on that.
Okay.
And
so
just
that-
some people recognize it, and the people that recognize it is probably 10%, maybe 5.
So 95 or 90.
95% of the world.
Well,
doesn't
okay,
recognize
so it's okay. I don't know why we're talking about this, but it's very simple.
neither.
Okay,
Let's finish.
so it's very simple. Your brain is a faulty instrument. The only way you can think is using your brain, right? So if your brain is a faulty instrument that makes mistakes, then you have to account for its mistakes, right? You have to know my brain is not good enough. It makes mistakes. All right, then you have another thing that, like, same with art, where these ideas come in and they don't come from thinking. Maybe they come from just God ideas, like, okay, you know what I mean? There's just some ideas that they don't come as a process of thinking. So you have to understand the difference, and you have to understand your brain is a piece of shit, and you have to account for its mistakes. And as soon as you don't recognize that, and you have your ego, look at me, I can do this, I can do that, then you're stupid, right? No, but there's different levels of stupidity, right? There's somebody that thinks he's the best. Like, I made these songs, I know they're great, right? So now I'm going to walk around like, look at me, I'm the best. No,
that's
because it wasn't me, right? Like I showed you in that, some of the choices I made were great, but it's 45% of the song, right? I didn't make the rest of the choices to make the song great, right? So I was helped by somebody I cannot identify, and I don't want to call it luck, right? You know, go ahead. Yeah, so we're done with stupid people, or you still want to talk about them?
No, stop. Okay.
All right, high five each other. And high five Bob. Why you hit him in the face?
No, I don't mind.
Exactly, he has no hands.
That's why I hit
So I tricked you again. No, I tricked you. So what are you you're tricking me with the short answer questions?
I shoulder fived him.
I said high five him.
Okay. Whatever.
Where is his 5?
I high smacked him.
In the face. Come on,
One,
don't do
two,
that to
three,
Bob.
4,
He's
5.
he's in bad shape as it is. He's got no hands, right?
That's enough. You amputate.
Now
That's
he
it.
does.
He's got no hands.
He
Can't
has
vote.
hands, Tata.
Can we
Look
go
at his
to the
hands.
So yeah, you guys need to be his hands and change this fucking world.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything?
I see somebody through the window with lady.
In conclusion, we didn't do the songs. Oh, let me show you this and then we're out. Real quick. Let me see if I can find. Let me see.
No.
Real quick.
What? What are you showing me?
We didn't do the songs, so I'm trying to find the song.
putting
Just
all
the
the
beginning of it.
songs.
No, just the beginning of it. I think I sent it to your mother.
La, 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 la.
This is not good.
Oh.
Ooh. Put lava chicken, please.
No, I don't have lava chicken.
Just search it
Because
up.
I was doing a lot of them in Romanian lately, and
That's okay. You don't
no,
need that song anyway.
you do need the song. You absolutely, really fucking need it. Like you can't really sleep without it.
I'll
Just play
zapatize
like
you.
5 seconds of a song.
All right. In the end, about the party tomorrow. I thought it was today. What do you have to tell me? You have to tell me the truth.
For what?
Hmm?
For what?
Tell me the truth. What happened today? If you want to go to the party, you did okay in the interview, even though you were sleepy.
Well, the truth is, I didn't know how to play without lyrics, but
Why didn't you even try?
Because I didn't really want to.
Exactly. So what's the truth?
I didn't want to play.
Last chance to tell me the truth.
I didn't want to play it.
You didn't want to play the songs, right?
Yeah,
Is
but
that
I also didn't know. I'm not like I didn't know without the lyrics.
okay? Did you even try to play it?
No.
After the first time, yes.
I don't care after the first time. When we
I
were,
did it in the beginning.
I
though.
helped her.
yeah, that's after I left the house. When we were there initially, did you try? Did you even try in your heart to play it?
No, the first time I touched the keys, no, that wasn't my attempt. But the second time.
Exactly. So you were
I'm not-
faking
Can
it.
you let me speak?
Yeah.
The second time. it
I
was my
don't know what
attempt.
the second time is because I left the house.
No, when you were in the house, I played it a second time.
I don't know because I was angry by then.
Okay.
Okay, so when Booney was watching, you didn't even make an attempt to play, correct? You were faking an attempt to play, right?
No.
Kind
When
of.
you said you touched the keys and you pretended to play.
No, that wasn't me pretending.
She was half faking.
I was
Okay, last chance to tell the truth.
fine, whatever. If you want me to lie.
No, I don't want you to lie. I want you to tell me the truth. Did you attempt to play the song when Booney was on FaceTime?
In the beginning, no.
Okay, no. Did you make a bigger deal than
Yeah.
it was the whole fucking thing? Did you fake the drama with the
Like a bit.
like? What do you mean a bit? Like about 70%?
No, about like 5% because you're screaming at me.
5%?
By 100%,
Did
I
you
would say.
listen? Did you do it intentionally to make everybody feel sorry for you?
A bit.
What do you mean a bit?
A bit. Like the other time.
So you're like, okay, I'm crying right now. Everybody's watching me. So I should make it even more for everybody to feel sad for me and to make my father look like an asshole in front of his own mother on her
She
birthday.
already thinks you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not even being mean.
Okay.
like it's true.
All right.
Ask her.
My grandma thinks
Your
You're-
grandma's dead.
my mother thinks I'm an asshole. Okay.
Some points.
All right. So did you
At
do?
some
Okay. Let's go to the point. Did you artificially exaggerate?
Oh, you mean did I fake cry or like?
Okay. Your mother doesn't have. We're gonna use another song.
Do you mean did I fake cry?
Yeah. Did you make it like over the top when
Kenna.
Yeah, a bit.
a bit?
Kenna.
No, like the
Don't do the 5% because you're lying.
no,
with
the
the
most of it wasn't fake crying. Like 25.
so why would I don't understand why?
25% was fake crying.
You're not 25, 75. But listen, why were you crying? Like, what was the
You were
point?
screaming at me.
No.
she's a crybaby.
In the beginning, I said it's your grandma's. I paid for fucking piano lessons.
I
Listen.
know why.
No, listen.
Because she's a girl, and girls are mostly crybabies.
Yeah, hey, don't hit him.
Wow.
So this is what happened. Okay, I said it's your grandma's birthday. I paid for piano lessons for 2-3 years, right? Every year you playing a piano song, right? Like for me, it's like, okay, let's go to piano and play Happy Birthday, right? And you're saying, I don't know the song. I don't know the song. Like, I know you know.
Without the lyrics, I didn't know.
Okay, so I know you know the song because it's da 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 da. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Okay, so it's a very simple song. So shut up with the stuff. Okay, so you go and like when you're watching the carpet, it's like I don't want to do it. I don't want. So when I say no, you have to do it. Then you was like, what? My father's making me do something. I don't want to do. So then you started crying because you didn't want to play the song. And then I said, how about you play it? And you pretended like, look at me, I don't know it. And you made something fake, right? Do you agree it was too much? A normal.
Yeah, it was.
A normal. No. I don't want you to say what I want to hear. Would you agree the normal situation was like, Daddy, I can't really remember all the song
that's
exactly.
normal situation.
And then it's like, try it, okay, can we can find the would that be normal?
Yes.
Without the drama?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
But do you mean that or what?
I do, because it would have been
Okay.
normal if
And
it-
and it's not my fault that the situation got escalated with crying and this, which a lot of it was fake.
Tata.
No.
Tata.
So it's my fault?
Tata.
It was. Oh my God! Can you shut up? You were.
Let her finish it, and then you finish it, and then that's it.
No,
We're done.
it's not. A lot of it was fake.
Yeah, but you're not crying for the right reasons. Because what was the
No,
reason?
I was crying. You were screaming at me,
In the end,
and
but
you wouldn't let me speak.
speak what? That you don't know the song? Tell me
I was
lies?
trying to show you the thing, and I didn't know the song, and you wouldn't let me show it to you.
But you didn't even know. How would you know you don't know it?
Because I tried to play it, and it wouldn't work.
Because the
I
piano was
also
up.
didn't have the thing in my memory. I'm not lying.
John
It was a bit over the top what I did,
And can I
but
talk?
I'm not lying.
Can I
I didn't
talk
know the lyrics.
Okay, but why the drama?
Because she's the
Why didn't you say, okay, let me try it. The piano, we couldn't get the piano on. All right, let me find the lyrics. Okay, that's normal. Like, okay, Daddy, I can't remember all this. Can you find us? Everything is normal. Pam, pam. And you're just like,
Nothing.
Okay,
is normal
you're
with
done.
her. Kyona's
You didn't
the
tell. You
drama
only told
queen.
half of the truth. Go ahead.
Kyona's shut up. It's my turn.
Don't do the shut up to her because I don't like it.
Oh, please, you should shut up.
Okay, just speak nicely to her. Go ahead.
I'm talking to you now.
Okay, you talking to me? Shut up. I'm shutting up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you better. Nothing is normal without Kyona if there's no drama. She is the drama queen.
Well, yeah, she's trying-
Everywhere she goes, there
I'm
is
saying
drama.
it was over.
Drama.
Are you trying to get Bebe in trouble and when he doesn't do much to you and you're screaming like he's
Yes.
No, for that,
Yes.
for that, no, for that.
Yes.
a lot of times where he doesn't
Ask
do?
me, are you a female with a fucking vagina?
Aye, okay. Bebe, shut up.
Okay, no.
Nuh-uh.
When he does that, and he quote unquote touches me, that's
Touches you like what? Pushes you a little bit. And what did you just do now? Did you see Bebe screaming like a
I'm
girl?
gonna show you an example. He doesn't
You're showing an example like that game that the other guy did to hit him. Come on.
Yeah, okay, it's my turn.
Hey!
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that.
It was over the top.
So
when I
you do
did.
exaggerate with Bebe too to get him in trouble, correct?
Yep.
Like you're screaming like what's going on and he just pushed
Because he
you.
doesn't leave me alone.
Okay, so
And I
alright.
didn't even tap her.
So you do
I
that.
don't even hit her that hard.
Do that.
Bebe, go ahead. Say what you had to say.
That I said she's the drama queen.
She's 100%.
I did exaggerate with the piano thing.
Okay, exactly.
I wanted you to stop
You
Exaggeration.
can't lie to me. None of you can lie to me.
Nuh-uh.
I wanted you to stop.
I'll
tweeting.
catch you lying all the time. Why try? Why try?
Okay, that's good.
Because half of the time you never caught us lying.
Trust me, and I'm gonna start kind of being more strict with the lying because I don't like it.
A bunch of days ago you didn't even catch me.
With what?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
I can't.
Why not?
Kenna's gonna get angry at me.
Okay, tell me.
Kenna's gonna get angry.
It doesn't matter. Tell me what was it? I didn't catch you with.
Um,
Keon, I give him permission to say.
I gave you permission.
Go ahead.
She asked me to do some stuff on her iPad to get to a new rank.
Oh, that's fine.
To unlock
Not a big
something.
deal.
Yeah, he helped me. It was
Okay,
fine.
so this is the final song. I didn't find the one that I wrote in Kingston Mines. But I wrote this for Charlie Kirk. Where's the hat? Put the hat on Bob. Hey. Hey, come on.
Get it off.
No.
Oh Lord, please help us. Please help us. Ooh, say help us. All you merchants with a big hole.
What?
Where it should have been a soul. You try to buy mine, you try to sell mine, you try to buy mine, you try to sell mine. You thought you can walk past mine and not be noticed. You weak motherfucker, so rapist. I saw you in my dreams and I laughed at your schemes. What the fuck? Where you thinking? Sorry, I cannot be blackmailed. My soul can never be jailed. This is when you knew you failed. And
I'm sorry?
all your ships are sailed. You
Who?
think you can threaten the one who
You
can.
can send him the whole song.
Do you really think everyone's rotten?
He gets the lyrics in the song.
Where you thinking? I gave my
Yeah,
life
come on.
for you. I gave my life for you. I gave my life for you.
Yeah, you can dance.
And all I get is a fake thank you. So move.
You remember when Trump did that fake funeral?
Fuck you.
Tata, I need you to answer one question.
Shivering
Did
in
you
fear
hide
with
Kenna's
all
iPad
your
again?
blood is
Yeah.
near, making
Stuck
troops
it hiding.
disappear, poison to the ear.
You trashed it, Tata.
Now here,
You owe me for that.
Charlie, 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 And then on TV, hiding behind a smirk, you pretend you were friends with Kirk. You try to write your story with
Hiding behind a smirk? You pretend you're friends with Kirk?
Stop the flood. What the fuck were you thinking? From the depths of despair. All kinds of people.
The best line is crucified or shot.
Crucified or shot. Our voices you will silence. Not crucified or shot.
Because he liked Jesus, and that way I tied them together. Martin.
So stop lying. Stop trying. Our souls you will never be buying. We will rather be dying. We will rather be dying. In all Christendom, no one minds the martyrdom. People
I said
are
martyrdom.
screaming freedom.
The freedom. Yeah.
I like the part that says, move along.
Fuck you. It says that to Trump.
Did you ever get a chance to look in the mirror? That shit
And the song
will
looks like it's
never,
ending,
ever
and if you wait half a
be
second, it
just
starts
another
again.
lapdog pretending to fight the fall.
Fuck.
It's probably the best song ever.
Huh?
It's probably the best song ever.
It's one of the best songs ever. right, I'm gonna go to so real quick. So that's how I started making music because I made a Charlie. I can't remember how it came to me. Like the first, you know how I started writing poetry? I had a fight with this guy. He was a poet, good enough, but not, maybe good enough. And I wasn't a poet. I could write other stuff. And then it's like it keeps raining in a mirror broken by words. I wrote it in Romanian. So this just felt like I'm looking in a mirror that's broken by words because you're not telling me the truth. It's all cracked and I'm looking at me and I'm looking at you kind of. And the same thing. So I wrote that and it's like, wow. And then I started writing poems, right? So with this music stuff, I wrote all your margins with a big soul. And I didn't even, with a big hole. And I didn't even think hard where it should have been a soul. It just came in real quick, right? I mentioned with a big hole where it should have been a soul came in right away.
I write those things down.
Huh?
I write those things
Yeah, you
down.
have to write them down. Listen, because you forget sometimes. Like a lot of these things.
Like dreams.
Yeah, all of it. So then boom, and I made it kind of stuff. I wrote because I kept adding to it. So I had the bulk of the poem, and I kept adding this, or maybe like the word rhymes with Kirk, and then I was like smirk, right?
Tata,
Hiding behind the smirk until
You
go
know
on.
how you wrote schemes?
Oh yeah, because I wrote that afterwards.
Maybe you. I don't know why this one.
Because it was dreams, and
It's
that,
just. I just kind of rhymes, but I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. Nightmares, dreams, fucking schemes.
no, yeah, fucking schemes. But that's what it was. So the word that I started with was dreams. Because Candace Owen said he had some dreams 3 years ago. He said, I had some dreams that I'm going to die and I'm going to finish the project, right? And then supposedly 2 days before he died, he got killed. He knew he was going to die. And actually the day of, he said, they're going to kill me today. That's what he said. Who knows? But yes, I had dreams, right? So, okay, dreams. Okay, so I started from the back. I said, I had dreams. Okay, dreams. All right, I saw you in my dreams, right? That's how I wrote behind. So dreams was the end. So I put something in front of dreams. I saw you in my dreams, right? Okay, all right, what does dreams, schemes, right? How would I say? I saw you in my dreams.
Laugh at your schemes.
Yeah, right. So I laugh at your schemes. Then I had schemes that rhymes with dreams. And then again, what rhymes between schemes? Because these guys are scheming behind
You
him.
said while the people scream, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Yeah. Nice. Like really nice, right? Because I used the whole name, but I didn't use it at once because you have to put into it. Because that's how my stuff is. You have to think about it. You can't just like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. You know what I mean? Or like, you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Like to me, you have to participate. And what else? And then I'm thinking, okay, how do I tie him to Jesus? How do I tie him to Jesus? Crucified or shot, right? Jesus got crucified and he got shot. How am I going to, crucified or shot, right? So I tied him again.
But yeah, that was.
So there's a lot of problem solving. Once you have the idea what you want to do, real quick. Once you have the problem, like what do you want to do?
There's other things on it.
And yeah, but it's like, okay, you go with your heart trying to mix and match. But then it has to make sense. Like the one I thought the hardest about is that song where yes or no. Do you love me? Yes or no? And then when I finished it, it sounded like a pedophile song. Right? Like the daddy doesn't know and she's going back to a place from a long time ago. And my words, stop.
Sounded bad.
No, my words were very important to me, the good ones, right? And then when I listened to it, it's like, well, this could be like a hymn for the pedophiles, right? The daddy doesn't know, and she's going back because they're that's what they say when they rape kids. They kind of think of good stuff and they try to escape. And I don't know. And then I said something. We made love on the kitchen on the dirty floor, right? I didn't want to take that out. I should have taken that out, but I was like, no, I kind of like that. The dirty floor.
That's trash.
Well, it's trash because you're gonna like it later.
No, I will never like it later. Dirty floor, never. Put it on a clean floor. How about
Well,
that?
the guy was sitting underneath, so she was not on the dirty floor because I know you were rooting for the girls.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So
That man sound like a pedophile. Who
yeah,
am
he
I
did
for?
sound like a pedophile. Okay, so all this stuff is like, what the fuck? I don't want to lose this song. All right, so how do I make it? I'm thinking, because I actually came up with the fix driving back from North Carolina. I was like, this is fucking bad. I got to scrap the whole song, but I don't want to because can you imagine the pedophiles? It's like, fuck. So then I'm thinking I got to sacrifice the making love on the floor but even without that, it's kind of, because the option for the song was that the guy is really the father of the girl and it's not even a sexual thing. And she's coming to see him. Do you love me, daddy? Yes or no? But it's not sexual, right? Because I put the sex in it towards the end. So the relationship could have been father and daughter. It's like, do you love me? Yes or no? And I'm going back to the house where my mom lives with her boyfriend, right? But it was like, that's not really, you know, relationship father-daughter, but it's kind of, I don't know, yeah. So then I was like, okay, it's a love relationship. So then I like that with the floor. So I'm thinking, what the fuck? And I got to fix it in the beginning because I cannot let it be a pedophile song for 3/4 of a song and then fix it to the end because it's still, they can cut it out. So how do I fix it? How do I fix it? How do I fix it?
Mary Jasmine.
Right? She ran away from her family, and then I fixed everything. Why is the dad upset? Why is the dad upset? Because she left the house, right? So her daddy doesn't know, her daddy doesn't know. All right, she's the same age as me. And then when I mean, it was beautiful how I came up with it and fixed it.
Oh
Like,
my god, it was so nasty ringing, and you were like, "There's a little girl."
well, little girl, yeah, but listen, when people say, yeah, I understand. So when people use the word little girl in the past, before this, so in today's society, everybody weaponizes every word, you know.
Daddy means something weird.
Yeah,
And
daddy,
so
sugar
does
daddy.
mommy and stuff.
Mommy, yeah, I didn't know that. What does mommy mean?
Well, it's like daddy is for like your boyfriend and mommy is for like your girlfriend. That's
Yeah, if
weird.
they're paying money, sugar mommy, sugar daddy. All right.
Daddy,
Yeah, your sugar daddy too.
daddy would be
To this fucking guy that you
if
stole.
you changed the word daddy
Uh-huh.
and made
Diddy.
the A into a Y to an I, it would be
Diddy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. That guy's a clown. There's a lot of people are clown. Andrew Tate is a fucking clown. You know what I mean? Like, Andrew Tate is a guy who talks about masculinity. Every fucking idea he has, he stole from other people. And now everybody's listening to him like he's some hot shit. Like
He's
a
not.
fuck. And he made his money, just so you know, made his money by using kind of girls as semi-prostitutes. They put them on computers like OnlyFans, you know, to make money out of showing their body naked, right? And now he acts like, oh, no, it's not true. And then I know some people in Romania that it's actually kind of big time true. What he got convicted for was not the big stuff. He got convicted for some small stuff because he was bribing the politician. They convicted him just enough because the order came from Biden to put him in jail, right? So they didn't fully convict him. They convicted him half-ass. That way, when Biden is out of the office, they can say, hey, go away. So he supposedly beat those charges, but those are not, like, let's say you murder somebody and
Going off course.
no, and I charge you with trespassing, right? Like, that's what happened to him. And he acts like, oh, look, I was proven innocent. And look at me, I was a... Come on. I mean, you have to look at a person for like 5 minutes to know what a fucking loser they are. Like that Nick Fuentes. I call him Miniature Blagojevich. What a loser. I mean, like, really like a piece of shit, right? And now everybody's platforming him as like, whoa, freedom of speech. No, just let him be. Hitler, if you give him a platform, people say, well, you keep using Hitler. But that's what happened. If you give an idiot a platform, they outgrow their platform. Like, this guy's a sleazy motherfucker. What's his name? Andrew Tate is a sleazy motherfucker and a liar. And I catch him all the time because on Twitter, his shit keeps popping up. I don't know, he's using some kind of algorithms. And it's stupid. Like, most of it is stolen from famous boxers and, you know, Rocky Marciano, all the stuff. He's giving advice. And all the kids are looking at him like he is the symbol of masculinity, which really, come on. All right, we're done with these idiots. So far, Candace is the only one that,
She's a baddie.
Because
yeah.
you love her.
No. Just I respect the way she thinks. She thinks very
And she
sharp.
talks very nice.
But in interviews, she's not as sharp. So I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think she writes her stuff down. There's some people that have this talent to where they can think about it behind the scenes and they write it down and they kind of use it. They put it on TV and they, you know what I mean? They kind of look at it, kind of read from it.
Trump did for Charlie Kirk.
No, that was fake. No, what I'm saying is they put an outline that they want to talk about and then they go. She's very good of kind of interpreting her own thoughts, which probably are written on a piece of paper. Because I've seen her on live interviews and some of them she's good, but some of them like she doesn't think as clearly if she goes off the written plan. What?
That's true.
What's going on with that face? Bring that face here. That's rizzing.
No, risen.
That's rizzing.
Yes.
This is mewing.
What's what's that?
I was coughing. It was
Just coughing.
it
Give
was
me
for
the hat because I
attention.
gotta go to work. Give me the hat. Is
It
that?
And his name is
Tati, I was coughing for attention.
John Cena.
Oh,
You can't catch.
I can't catch.
I
All
can
right, see you guys.
Bye.